Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. This is DSP News, the unreliable ones. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the newsroom and welcome to the Galtopian News Network, your unreliable source for DSP News. This is the Snort Report, brought to you by Snortbucks Coffee Company, the best beverage company. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are doing well. I don't know, I like to think I'm rather cheerful for the most part, but we are like, we are literally in the home stretch this episode, and then one more, and then we are done, and then I am on my hiatus. So, you know, that's a thing. So if I seem to be a bit eager, then that's the reason why. In any case, when I get back, we will jump into March, and we will go ahead and deal with everything that has to entail in particular. So that should be fun. Hopefully you guys are doing well and whatnot. Hopefully we can help, start your day, end your day, or get through your day with 5 videos that will make up our broadcast. Brought to us by Snort Purnell, DSP. No chewing the fat with GTG. Let's just go ahead and get started, so on and so forth. Like I said, I hope you guys are doing all right. And here we go. Fun times to be had. Oh.
Play the game!
Everyone, warning, what you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
One can only hope. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the first video that will make up our broadcast. Brought to us by Snort Purnell, DSP. Gout stabbed, squashed, blown up, and drilled in Call of Gouty. As well as Pajama Dude, sorry. This is from February 22nd of 2021, our year of Greece. The link to the original video will be down in the description. Here we go.
Dumb shit. I beg about. Of course, instant snipe, of course. Complete skill, I'm sure.
They want salt, I'll give them salt. I'll give them more than they can handle.
Not even a chance to do any of his death. You're dead. What? Knife to the face, the game doesn't register it. It's gonna be one of those matches, the connection's terrible. They're getting insta-kills on me, but my stuff doesn't register for half a second. So, the connection sucks shit.
Actually, did you guys see that? It looked like when he was jumping up onto the stairs and then he went over the railings, it looked like he skipped a frame. Actually. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm sure what I'm talking about. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Because I'm sure someone's already made that recommendation, so. For the gout. Okay, so. I'm sorry. Alright, so let's just leave that there. Alright, but yeah, when after he gets obliterated here, he comes up the stairs and it looks like he skipped a frame going over that railing. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. Let's see here.
What? Knife to the face, the game doesn't register it. It's gonna be one of those matches.
My bad, I got obliterated twice.
They're getting insta-kills on me, but my stuff doesn't register for half a second. So, the connection sucks shit.
Like, granted, I know that's a Volt, but it seems a bit smoother than something that I've either seen or experienced myself. It looked like he almost skipped the frame of doing it. Normally you're not able to go over that fast, but that's neither here or there. So it's a two-way street when it comes to a bad connection or lag or whatever the case may be, despite the fact that most of the things that he complains about, I haven't experienced. I don't know too many people who play Call of Duty on the regular experience. So it's all mental gymnastics either which way. But whatever. Let's continue.
What the fuck? Yo, I told you. Yeah, this is bullshit. The game is lagging like crazy. How the fuck are right in front of me and nothing registers? Come on. GDA, one down.
There's the salt. The delicious salt.
I hit him a million times in the face and I die first. Yeah, the lag is terrible. Fucking, I hate this shit. I really do. They haven't earned anything yet. It's all fucking garbage gameplay for lag.
Well, everyone in the stream chat saying, oh, lag, salt, salt, lag, salt. What hilarious.
What? Instant death again. No chance to fire because of instant death. I just spawned and the game's laggy as fuck, choppy as fuck. This is ridiculous. Come on. What the fuck? Yo, right in front of me, I swing, they teleport away. Fuck this. What? He's right next to me. No, it's negated. Your knife kill is negated.
That's
Yeah.
pretty funny. He got blown up trying to kill the very person that right there ended up bodying him again. That's fucking hilarious. That's pretty hilarious. Yet again, why bother even why even play this? I'm surprised he's even this far into the Call of Duty life cycle and he's still doing this. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, play something else. There's other, like, free-to-play first-person shooters out there that are fun, besides Fortnite, of course, that he could be playing, that could be, I don't know, reasonable. They're free, and we know how Phil feels about free. So, why not do that? There's no real... there is no real appeal to watching this on Twitch unless you're one of the bigger people anyway. And even then, let's see here. Nick Merckx, for example. I don't know what Nick Merckx is going through right now, if anything. Hopefully he's not going through anything, but clearly he's had problems with the game. He's been speaking out. There's been a little bit of drama on Twitter over it. Nothing too serious, but other Call of Duty commentators are actually basically doing commentaries on him and how he's reacting. And Nick has never been one to sit there and praise the game or just outright shit on it without a good reason. And he's been kind of going full force on his disdain for this game. Just as Scump did before that and most of the other Call of Duty esports pros. Saying esports is just kind of silly to me. But you know what I mean. So it is what it is. There's nothing that... This isn't going to carry Phil anywhere. So why keep playing it? That's the point I'm trying to make. What's the point of playing it? He's obviously not having any fun doing it. Just play Call of Duty twice a week. Or not Call of Duty, play Street Fighter twice a week then. Or Fall Guys, because he picked that shit back up. Even though, take a look at my notes here, he's threatening to rage quit it again, because why wouldn't he? And he's probably going to end up rage quitting it. Actually, he's probably not going to. Now that I think about it. It's too colorful. It keeps the audience's attention. I don't see him actually doing it now that I think about it. Let's continue though.
So much fun.
With this salt flavor. Ugh.
I stuck on the fucking stupid railing. I couldn't turn and stab it out. Wow, they won't die.
I mean, they're
unloaded the
behind
entire-
cover, but what the hell were you shooting at? Like, what the hell are you shooting at? Yes, I think we can all admit, he was putting shots into that person until that dude got behind cover. And yet Phil kept drilling the cover. Like, instead of either giving up on the gunfight altogether, or move out of the doorway and start going ahead and working to your flanks, and shit, and seeing if you can either push him into position or you can go ahead and shoot him where he's at. You're just going to continue to shoot the wall and hope that that registers hit points. Come on, bro.
Into their body, and half the bullets didn't register.
I don't know how to cure this problem with my eyeballs.
Yeah, I don't know why it stopped recording on me. I have no clue what happened there. I didn't ever press something to stop recording, but it did stop recording. Lag! Again, what the fuck was that? I'm shooting straight into his body. There's no way the bullets could miss. Oh, I survived. How is that possible?
Damn, he wasted him and his teammate. Phil and his teammate got it. Cherry juice and the Burnell family pasta sauce all over the place. Yikes. Goddamn. I wonder if gout can be digitally, like, spread. Because I feel like Phil's on the... I mean, don't get me wrong. You're always going to be on shitty teams, especially with skill-based matchmaking and so on and so forth. But I feel like the teams that Phil lands on are fucking just atrocious at times. Just absolute atrocious. But now that I think about it, because Phil is a bitch, right? And he gets all his news from Twitter. He has to know and or have an understanding of skill-based matchmaking. So I wonder, does he purposely, because it's not something that other more prominent players don't do. They certainly do it as well, or they've certainly admitted to, even though they've been accused of doing it for years. I wonder if he purposely botches his gameplays so he doesn't get put up with better players or more skilled players, because he would get absolutely destroyed more often than not. Not to say that he doesn't already, but you know what I mean. Like, there's different levels of getting beat up depending on the caliber of players that you're playing. So, just something to think about. And let's be honest, Phil is the proverbial pig with his tail missing running around the battlefield anyway. It's not like he's hard to kill, quote unquote.
The sentry turret, randomly. What happened? I just spawned. What? I just spawned, someone killed me from behind. What the fuck?
Yeah! Woo! Right up my ass, baby. I love it. Whoa! I love that. Pain is pleasure.
You might not be fully.
He won't die. Yo, he won't die. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? I just spawned. Are you kidding me? What the fuck, dude? Come on.
Yeah, I'm a gamer!
Yo, I can't see anything. Are you shitting me? The game's showing 3 of them on the map. I look through the scope, no one's there, and then a guy appears in the corner. Fuck this game. I tell you right now, it's the same thing. It's lagging. This map.
No,
has
the
issues.
map is bigger than what's in front of you. You saw 3 people in your general vicinity. That doesn't mean that they're in front of you. That just means they're in your surrounding area. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, and I mean this with all due respect. Excuse me. We should be grateful for the gaming industry and for content creation, whether streaming or video creation, whatever you want to call it, or however you want to label it, I should say. Because it's only in this industry, right, that someone as incompetent as Darkside Phil could actually thrive and make a living. Well, he's not thriving, but is able to scrounge out a living for himself. If it wasn't for gaming, I don't know, he'd more than likely be at home living off his parents, complaining to them every day about what he should have been and how they didn't support him enough for some bullshit, I would assume. He should be grateful. Well, we should be grateful because you guys get to laugh at it. But he should be grateful that this exists. Because I don't know too many other places, too many other industries, I should say, that Phil Burnell could go into and could prosper. And given his past work experience and or work history, it kind of proves my point. Because he's kind of run the gamut and a bunch of different things, despite the fact in most of those jobs he only worked customer service. That's about as far as he got. He never made it any further than that. That A certification that he keeps fucking trying to shield himself with is just ridiculous, to be honest with you. It was lip service, apparently, and whatnot. And even still, the company didn't get their money's worth out of it anyway. I don't even know why he was even recommended for those classes. Nepotism, more than likely. I assume his father was the one who recommended his colleagues and or superiors to put Phil in it, in the hopes that this would make it more prosperous, because keep in mind, he was working for that helicopter company for 5 years. So at least 4.5 years, we should say, before he was even recommended to go into the A certification training. Then he gets it, he passes, and then 3 months later, or within a few months later, let's say, he ends up getting fired. Take all that in. Like, really think about that. They were essentially winding down on him anyway. And that A certification training sounds like it was a last-ditch effort to see if he was worth the damn. And if not, then they cut him. Just something to consider.
Doesn't load properly. It shows everyone there, yet when I look, there's no one there on my screen, but then they're all there and they kill me. What the fuck are you talking about? Five to 7 bullets. And by the way, he's not using a shotgun. That didn't happen. That did not happen. I hit him first many times, and then I just died instantly. Yeah, the game is lagging. This sucks. Because now you guys are going to lose your fucking channel points because the game, I'm in a laggy match. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. The game is lagging like crazy. It's fucking bullshit.
Basically, here's a whiny baby.
That's not a good start. I had him first. And the game gave him the kill instead.
Whining, complaining.
Couldn't see him. Again, invisible. Invisible on my scope. Right. No, the game's stupid. What? They ran through all my bullets and no one died. Okay. No one will die. Again, run through all your bullets, insta-kill you. Fuck this game.
Give me some of the salt. Give me that salt.
Oh boy. How exciting. Can't knife the guy standing in front of me. Right.
Like, you can clearly see his crosshair isn't even on the guy. He's pointing in that guy's direction, but his crosshair isn't there. Like, you know what I'm saying? The crosshair's off to the side. There's like 3 dudes there. Oh, that's amazing.
What? Again, dude, the bullets aren't registering. Yeah, this sucks. The game's lagging like crazy. The game's fucking super laggy. It is a skill-based bullshit. It's not skill-based. It tries to match people with better skills, and all it does is create insane amounts of fucking lag. So Treyarch is a bunch of fucking idiots. They didn't test their skill-based matchmaking before they employed it in their competitive fucking first-person shooter. They're complete idiots.
Ah, the salty tears.
What? Oh my god! Yo, this is so bad. I mean, we're winning. Thank God those of you who are wagering your points. This is good for you, but this is complete trash gameplay. Like,
Burn in hell, Burnell. And I'm gonna burn in hell for the rest of eternity because of it. You can't change who you are, I guess.
it's complete trash. It's like spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die. You can't do anything because the game is fucking terrible right now. Look at that. What? I'm in the middle of shooting. No, you just die anyway. What do you mean? I just did the full auto into they should have both died. No, you just dead.
See, he can see sometimes. Keyword is sometimes, because you can already smell the gout as we're coming up on this next scene. He can pick off people at range, but up close, he's not there, and he's not good enough, and clearly he can't see. You can tell by how his body's postured. Now, don't get me wrong, most people who play Call of Duty lean forward slightly anyway. No pun intended. But he clearly can't see. Like, I think more often than not, that crosshair, he can't actually register it. So yeah, just because you're pointing your gun into a general direction doesn't mean you're going to hit anything if your crosshair isn't there. If you're looking for bullet spread like that, then you should probably get a shotgun. But then again, that's not going to help him because he's terrible up close. But let's see how he messes this up.
No one died. That many bullets, no one died. What the fuck? I dodge all your bullets like I'm in the Matrix, like Neo. Oh. Okay, dude. What the fuck? What? Again! They're all lined up. I'm shooting straight. No hit detection at all. None of those bullets hit according to Treyarch. Not a single bullet connected with the enemies according to Treyarch. What the fuck are you talking about?
You clearly saw that guy running at you. You clearly saw that guy running at you. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yikes. Absolutely fucking yikes. Holy shit.
This is insanely bad. Insanely bad. Enemy low rifle. What? They weren't even there. Everything, I just die instantly. No matter what, I'm dead instantly. It never shows them aiming and firing at me. It's just death because of the lag.
Salt. That's all it can taste is salt.
Frog in a party hat chooses, you believe all these random complaints you throw out. They're all true. They're all fucking true. I can't play in a match and have insanely great connection. Crazy kill streak. Everything good. Death. Kill everyone around me. Alright, great. Next match, nothing registers.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. You've seen another example of many of self-pignosis. That's literally what this is. And this tard believes what he's saying. That's why he doesn't think he's lying, because he actually believes what he's saying. Which is amazing. Imagine you being such a fucking loser that you have to have an excuse for every fucking shortcoming. And to be able to get over with other people on those shortcomings, you have to lie to yourself and continuously lie to yourself. He spends more time putting pignosis on himself than he does other people. Jesus Christ, what an insecure piece of shit. And it's just a video game. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is video games. This is supposed to be for fun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there are others. We've talked about this before. There are other successful streamers and or YouTubers, right, who do this for a living as well. But when you watch their content, you're not there to hear the woes of business or any of that bullshit. You're here to be entertained. So they separate the business aspect, which is over on this side. That's in that room over there. You guys are here for the entertainment aspect of it. This idiot right here can't tell the difference. Yet again, video games are just a veil. It's just a platform, if you will. At the end of the day, he doesn't need you to give a shit about the game. He needs you to give a shit about him. Even if you hate the game, as long as you're giving him money, he'll continue to, well, it enables him to continue to do what he's doing. Which is slowly but surely killing him. And this is the reason why people look at the gaming industry, right? And then they look at people like him. And they're like, yeah, most of those people are probably pieces of shit. Off just assumption. Just because of how this idiot conducts himself. And Wings and others, right? Those people who used to be something at some point, and now they're not anything, and they're too scared or they just can't do anything else. That's amazing. That's fucking amazing. Oh.
All true. So fuck off. So butthurt and so defensive. This is fucking great. I can't believe it.
Yikes. That's gonna fucking hurt. Oh, son of a bitch. This is ridiculous. I can't find anyone to kill. That didn't count. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, yeah. It's not possible now. Sorry, guys. I really tried.
Yep, I'm toxic.
To waste everybody's time. I'm completely inside. And they're telling me an airstrike kills me. I was completely inside the ship. Alright, fuck this. Everyone says quit the match. Fuck it, I'm quitting. What a waste of time.
He rage quit! He rage quit! Oh my god, he rage quit! Are you fucking serious?
What a complete waste of time that was. Wow.
Oh my god, he's drinking gin.
What the right. Whatever you say. Enemy counter spy plane inbound. I immediately got killed from behind. Wow. Oh, fucking ass balls. Ridiculous right now. I can't, dude, I can't get a kill.
See what I was
Look,
saying about the
again.
crosshair? About the crosshairs thing? Wow. Like I said, it's not even necessarily that he's too old. He's just too slow. You know what I mean? And he clearly can't see what he's doing. It's hilarious. Like I said early on when I started doing this shit, he allowed himself to get old before he actually naturally got old. That's incredible. Like, I don't have to explain any of this to any of you guys, but for some of you guys who are DSP fans out there, your body is a machine, essentially. And you have to keep up with it. You have to maintain it. Darkside Phil doesn't maintain shit. He doesn't maintain connections with anybody. He doesn't even maintain his own home. He was incapable of maintaining his own car, which he was paying. He was paying an additional service fee to have other people do it. He was already paying for it each and every month. All he had to do was take it to the dealership and get it done. Just in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about. When DSP was leasing the BMW back in Connecticut, you know what I'm saying? He paid for this luxury service package, which they would go in, completely detail the inside and outside of the car. They'll do oil changes, tire rotations, they'll also put air in his tires. They'll do the whole kit and caboodle. He paid at least $100 plus extra each and every month for that service and never used it. Excuse me. I never used it. Had that car for like 3 or 4 years and never got the oil change on that damn thing. Never got anything done to it, to be honest. So going back to the whole situation about maintaining, he doesn't know how to take care of shit. He just expects it to work, and then when it doesn't work, we get all these excuses on why shit don't work. You know what I'm saying? He any responsibility is immediately shirked off, essentially. Like, oh, that's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? It should just work. That's what I pay all that money for. There's still a level of personal responsibility, right? That's still a factor in this equation. I'm telling you, and I'm not wishing this upon him, of course. One day he's gonna wake up and he's gonna be hella sick, and he's not gonna be able to game, and he'll probably barely be able to talk. And all you're gonna see him doing is over there on Twitter saying, "Help, please, we, I don't understand what's going on," and no one's gonna be able to help him because the idiot can't even help himself. Keep that in mind.
Bad connection. They're right in front of me. I aim and fire and nothing. They don't die, so the connection sucks. Yeah, dude, are you shitting me? Another instant death? I have no chance to do anything to any of these guys. This is fucking bullshit. Another dude, what the fuck? Yo, I have no chance to do anything. What do you want me to do? Completely unfair, completely laggy. Fuck you.
Over 1,800 milligrams of sodium.
What the fuck? Oh, come on. He made no noise. I was going after the guy outside who was making noise. That guy was silent. Dude, in the lag, it won't track to the person. When you're playing without lag, and you do a
Stop.
melee attack next to someone,
You sat there and threw your trophy system down, and then you just stood there in the doorway. One person runs past you, and you barely responded. The second dude came in and finished, and didn't even finish you off. He just put you down. Why are you expecting auto track? You have to do something. You still have to do something. Oh, and this is funny too because he shits on people who rely on auto aim, and yet guess what he was trying to do? And I don't know if you can really auto aim with a knife like that. Oh wow.
it tracks to the person and kills them. In lag, it'll just go wild and not go to the two. There's a guy here and here. Hit one of them. They're both in front of me. No, they both miss. Yeah, it's bullshit. That is laggy shit right there.
It's just salty and gross.
What? Are you kidding me? They wouldn't let me stab him. I was right in front of him. I did it. It didn't come out. It came late. What the fuck? Oh my fucking god. Oh, dude, I can't get it. Seriously, these past couple matches have been absolutely awful. Seriously, the connections just keep getting worse and worse. These are the last couple matches of the night, and it sucks because I had such a good time today. And then Treyarch has to fucking ruin it. Because they suck. Here we go again. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it.
I'm not a whiny baby. I'm a mature adult with a biz degree.
What? He walked through all my bullets and none of them registered. I'm not to quit. There's no point in playing this one. Look, there's no point in playing it. Nothing I do works because my connection is bad. Everyone else is good. My connection is terrible. Again! Are you kidding? This is insane.
90% of the time, tipped me $1 and said, salt, salt, salt. Thank you very much. Tasty salt.
Great. What a great use of my time. I give up. I give up. There's no point. Why play? Put the controller down. It's the worst match of the day, actually, is what that was. The last match is the worst match.
Whoa, that guy quit. That guy rage quit. He said, fuck this, and he rage quit the game. He actually rage quit the game.
Addies, mission objectives are green across the board.
That's right, you better run.
Trash gameplay for a fucking lag-ass game. So again, I'm sorry guys, it's twice in a row I couldn't do it. Because of lag. 2 matches in a fucking row.
Skill-based gameplay. Skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah, okay, dumbasses. No, it's not. It's lag-based, you fucking idiots.
Why am I toxic? More toxic, more toxic.
So thank you guys so much for the support today. Outstanding support. I hope you guys had fun with the penny point wagers. I tried to make it interesting. I hope you found it interesting. That's it for now. There will be another session coming up later this week, but it'll be a night session. And yes, there will be another major session over next weekend. Hold on a second, because we guys got a fake tip that I got to take care of. Sorry, guys, but gotta take care of the fake ones as they come in. Sorry. It would be nice if we get some real tips tonight. If you guys support the stream and like what you're seeing and like hanging out with me, please consider tipping for real to negate these assholes who send me the fake tips. Okay?
Long Schlong says I'm a begging shill. See, that's incorrect. I may be a beggar, but I'm certainly not a shill, and you can enjoy a tasty, lean-in permanent manual band, my friend.
Stupid.
Wow, I don't remember hearing that sound clip before. I may be a beggar, but I'm not a shill. You think you would rather beg people who probably have less money than you for what little they have than to go into business with a major corporation and make money that way, which allows you to, one, be less of a burden on people who come to you for entertainment and not to drain their own personal finances, right? And two, take the financial burden off of yourself because you're begging all the time despite the amount of money that you get to actually put out a quality product. Just something to think about when you think about his mindset.
Fucking time with this now, instead of enjoying a game. Okay, done. I got a couple tips here. First of all, I received a $1 tip from an anonymous tipper. Asked me, what's up with all these questions about jeans? I don't know. It must be a new hater meme or something. The other night, someone asked me, when's the last time I wore jeans?
He's trying real hard not to say detractor anymore. He's trying real hard not to do that shit. Yet, he's the one who coined the phrase. So, like I said a couple of broadcasts back, he feels that since he created it, which he didn't, but whatever. Since he created it, he can destroy it, which is yet again another interesting aspect of Darkseid Phil's thought process. That, you know what I'm saying, anything that he starts but he can't benefit from, right? It needs to be obliterated or it never existed, and so on and so forth. Just slowly but surely trying to wipe his history away. Just like all those videos that keep magically disappearing for whatever reason.
Whenever I go out, I wear jeans. But the last time I actually wore jeans, like in a video, was probably when I used to do vlogs in Connecticut. Because on Sundays, I would go out with my parents to dinner and wear jeans and come home and film like the weekend preview and do other stuff that night. So that was probably it. Every day that you've seen me on a stream playing games, I'm wearing like sweatpants, shorts, pajama pants, workout shorts, stuff like that. I don't wear jeans at home. So I guess maybe they grabbed this and made a meme out of it. I have no idea why this would be a meme. Then again, they're not exactly the smartest or most original or interesting people on the planet who just sit around hating on me. So I'm not shocked to hear that they're morons and they think that this is something funny. Okay, so there we go. Dark Lotus 1998 tipped me $50.
Swaggins, I usually chill in the living room. I almost never chill in the bedroom. Almost never. The bedroom ain't for chilling, it's for sleeping and for other things. Oh my god. There's still this back
The way
here.
his mouth curves like that? Jesus Christ, dude. Some scary shit. Absolutely scary shit.
And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has
And there's certainly not a whole lot of other things going on in that bedroom. At least, excuse me. At least not with you and your wife, I should say. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and take a small we're gonna take a small music break, and then we'll go ahead into the second video of our broadcast. Yikes! I'll see you guys in just a second. Oh man, that's for chilling and other things you would know nothing about. All you gotta do is ask Panda. She'll tell you.
Now let's play the game!
Warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
sound good.
All right, sounds good to me.
So, ladies and
One
gentlemen,
can only hope. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the second video that will make up our broadcast, brought to us by Snor Purnell, DSP. Let's see. Toxic rants about fake tips. Banned by Streamlabs and running to Stream Elements. Anyway, this is from February 23rd of 2021. The link to the original will be down in the description. Here we go.
now got halfway to the tips goal, and still with 45 minutes left on the stream, it's very possible we can hit the tips goal for tonight, which would be great if we did. Thank you for your support. Let's get the glasses on.
You're e-begging again. And every single person, oh, that's e-begging. That's not begging. That's advertisement. I went to university for what? Clown college, of course.
Even
everyone
though
knows that.
in the last video he's already stated very clearly that he would much rather be a beggar. Well, he is a beggar, and not a shell. So keep that in mind.
I went to clown college. Whoopee cushions and squirting flowers, balloon animals, pulling endlessly long handkerchiefs out of your pocket. Made good use of it too. face it. So like,
Keep this statement in mind, ladies and gentlemen, because in the next video of our broadcast, apparently he's willing to get sprayed in the face for $100. So keep that in mind.
do all day, right? My real name is Bozo.
There's a bunch of troll accounts going on right now, and I'm just gonna get rid of all of them right now. I've been completely ignoring them all because...
Laziness.
By the way, I just got a tip, and I want to confirm it's real. I don't know if it is or not. I got many fake tips today, which sucks, so that's why I have to verify this is real. Let's see here.
Nope, it's fake. Fake fucking tip. Oh my god.
Now, here's
So
the thing about the
fucking-
fake tip thing. So, excuse me. He goes through the process of verifying every tip that doesn't come from an unverified account, right? Even though you verifying your account is a bad fucking idea, but whatever. Most of those people are the hardcore, pig-nosed believers anyway, so they're going to go with it regardless. Excuse me. But pretty much every unverified tip is basically a fake tip. How the fuck are you going to claim money that isn't yours, and you know that if it's coming from an unverified account, it could be fake? It more than likely is fake. Like 85% of the time, right? And then he talks about, oh, I got charged back this, I got charged back that. If you go back and look at, air quotes, some of those chargebacks he received, they came from unverified accounts. Now, granted, some of them go back like 4 months. I think you could probably go back as far as 6 months or even 8 months that you could probably charge back on them. Or 9 months, I think I said. That's up for debate. But yet again, you're putting yourself in a really bad situation for no reason. If people are not going to verify their account, and I'm not saying you should verify your account. I'm not saying that you should even be tipping them, but do what you will. It's your money. But if you're going to... just don't send them money. Just personally, just don't send the money. That's my thoughts on it. But if he sees that there are unverified accounts tipping him, then just don't accept the money. Period. Because it's going to come back and bite you in some type of way, shape, or form. On two fronts. One, chargebacks that will happen months down the line, or this mental gymnastics with these fake tips that he already has accumulated in his head that are actually his. It's either one thing or another. Like, he's putting himself through all this anguish for no reason. Nothing's going to come out of this. Nothing good's going to come out of it anyway. And the people who are verified already, honestly, I don't even think that can help him if they decide to charge that back. I really don't. I think verification... I don't know. Excuse me. I think if your account was verified and you tip Phil and you charge it back later on down the line, I think your chances of winning is actually higher. But then again, I don't think it's worth letting this piece of fucking garbage get an iota of your fucking information. And I know he gets it. It's almost a given that he gets your information. And is that even worth it? It's not. Remember the last time he said he had a major issue with chargebacks, and he said that PayPal had to come to him and to get information? And that's what Phil did his own research first on the person. Then he sent that information to PayPal. Then PayPal came back to him and asked for more information, and he sent that person's information off. So clearly the dude has access to your information, at least to some degree. Because if you remember, even before that, what was the preferred method of tipping? Anonymously. Now, granted, you being anonymous would just be shown on the stream itself. I still think to some degree he can see what's going on in the back end. We learned all that from what was that chick's name? Well, she's still there actually. Vader, that chick on Twitch, one of those chicks on Twitch, I should say, who had admitted that people who tip her, she would go ahead and do reverse lookups of them, going back to their Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever she could find them, and that's how she found out what they did for a living. She found out their marriage status. She found out all that stuff. More than likely, she was blackmailing some of those people. More than likely. Because why bother going through all of the trouble to get all that information and not do anything with it? That seems odd. And like I said, if she was able to do that to people who tipped her, then you're telling me this piece of garbage right here doesn't have access to some type of information of yours? Motherfuckers need to wake up. Motherfuckers need to wake up. Okay, he's a piece of human trash. It's not worth it. Not to troll tip him. You know what I'm saying? There are plenty of people who have gotten plenty of gold dust out of him without dropping a dime. It's not hard. You know what I'm saying? And even if you're going to charge it back later, is it even worth it to be put on some fucking Gestapo or fucking Gaudi Gestapo, actually, fucking watch list? No, it's not worth that shit. Just let it go. Just let it go. There's better ways of trolling him. And I think history has proven this to be true. That watching him squirm for money day in, day out is so much better than trying to troll him with a fucking fake tip. But do what you will.
I can't even focus on finishing the game because some fucking piece of fucking shit, low life waste of fucking life has to send me a fake fucking tip. Go fuck yourself, you piece of garbage. Seriously, go sit on a fucking cactus and spin. Yeah, woo! Right up my ass, baby. I love it. Whoa! I love that. Pain is pleasure. Waste my fucking time right now when I'm trying to beat the fucking game. Fuck you. Fuck this shit. Oh, no, you didn't, you motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker. Mark my fucking words.
Now, I want you to hear. I'll pause it right here because this right here is phenomenal. How the fuck does Twitch let shit like this happen? Like, really? Like, okay, he can sit there and have his little bitch ass outburst about that fake tip shit, whatever. What about the people who had fake tipped you prior to that on that same day? Semantics. But this right here against Superhound, this shit right here is ranked up there with that. Let's reword that. Sorry. This threat right here to Superhound is the equivalent, if not, it's probably worse, honestly, than the threat that he threw, that Darkside Phil here threw out at Tevin on Halloween of 2018. And that shit right there should have had some fucking repercussions for sure. This shit right here, this is an idiot right here who's blatantly saying, I'm going to look you up, I'm going to find your information. And nothing gets done about this? And even if you want to go further back to what happened with Be Awesome One, when he sat there and said, I have your name, I have your IP, and I have your address. You fucked up. Something should have certainly have been done about that. At least some type of, I'm not saying getting him kicked off the site, because that's probably never going to happen. But he should have caught at least a suspension or something for that. Certainly. And to put that on video form, and then to put it up online, and Machinima didn't have jack shit to say about that? And that was what, 2015? And Twitch is going to let this nonsense... Well, I think he was on YouTube when this happened, though. No, I think he was on Twitch. I think he just got back on Twitch. Like, literally, it was like minutes after he got back on Twitch. Or it was when he got the email saying he could come back. Yeah, I think he was on YouTube when he did this. Now that I think about it. That's when he did this bitch fit, and then he ran back to Twitch. And then he got bounced off again because Superhound was like, nah, you're still my bitch. I'm not done with you yet. Wow. But yet again, you making threats like this, right? I mean, people on Twitch get banned for less. They get banned for less. But yet nothing ever happens with this nonsense. Now, granted, I think Hassan was already gone. Yeah, Hassan was already Me Too'd at that time. Point being is that there are never any repercussions for shit like this. If I went on Twitch, do I have a Twitch account? Sure I do. I don't think I've used it in a while. Anyway, I'll have to look. But if I went on Twitch and I had made a veiled threat like this, I'd have gotten dropped. Then again, I'm not an affiliate or anything either, so it is what it is. So this shit right here shouldn't be allowed to stand. And yet it does. Constantly. And if Twitch is trying to clean up his image because they've been bumping off big names for over a year, even before the DMCA shit happened, all these big streamers, for whatever reason, were getting bumped off for all these oddball reasons, to be honest with you. Why is this garbage able to stand? Those people bring in more money than Darkside Phil do. Oh.
I'm coming for you. I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. You motherfucker. You are fucked. Let this be noticed live on the
Oh,
internet.
and let me talk about this. Being as mad as he was here at Superhound, I can only imagine, even though we may never find out, I can only imagine how pissed off he was at King Tut or Tutmosis when he got all those chargebacks off, when he sent all those chargebacks to Phil. If this is how we're ranting over this shit, I can only imagine how pissed off he got over that Superhound, over that King Tut or Tutmosis situation. Keep that in mind.
You're fucked. And you are done.
Imagine trying to focus on finishing a game like this and have fun, and you gotta put up with complete garbage from fucking no-life losers wasting your fucking time and pissing you off. Seriously. Imagine that. So I think I got another fake tip. This is ridiculous now. At this point, I think I'm just gonna... This fucking asshole's just gonna keep trolling me tonight. Unless this is legit, but I doubt it is. I'm gonna double check. I'm getting really pissed now, because I just want to fucking focus on the game and I can't. Yep, it's another fake fucking tit. Go fuck yourself. Seriously.
Unleash the beast. Toxico.
Lowest form of life. Biggest loser on the planet. Someone with a stolen fucking credit card. Fuck you.
Just remember something important, alright? I will forever be the guy that gets to sit on the internet with hundreds of people every day having fun playing video games for a living, and you're the miserable fuck who has to sit there with a fake credit card sending fake tips behind your computer, and no one will ever know who you are because you're an insignificant human and never will have any value.
But remember, though, we're supposed to have so much fun playing the game, despite the fact that only a few seconds before, we were bitching and complaining about we can't have fun because I have to keep checking for every little fucking dime and nickel that's thrown at me. Jesus Christ. Homeless people on the street have more pride than this.
That's on that. Alright, let's continue.
Oh no! Why the fuck do they have to do this at the end of the game? Okay, game developers, listen up. When someone plays 40 plus hours, and they just climbed a giant peak and everything was building at the end of your game, they don't then want to do an annoying dungeon. This should have been before that. This should have been the final dungeon for like Athena or whatever. Like, this should not be in the game right now. No one wants to fucking do this.
I thought you were sitting on the internet in front of hundreds of people playing games and having fun. This doesn't sound like you're having fun at all. It's amazing how he contradicts himself like that.
Seriously, I don't want to do this. This takes too long, and I can't beat it tonight now because they decided to put a giant fucking dungeon in at the end of the game when it should have been much earlier. Laura!
Imagine you playing games for a living and have the nerve to say that you don't want to do something within a video game. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's like being in customer service and saying you don't want to pick up the phone when the phone rings. I can see why you got fired now, Phil.
Can't see now. Oh, did I make it?
Sorry that I got angry at Trolls tonight. You know, it's annoying. You know, we're halfway to the tip skull, and then we get completely derailed, and now we don't hit the tip skull, plus on top of that, fake tips, which hurt me. So it sucks. And I'm sorry that I got angry there, but, you know, I have a right to be angry. These
Apparently we had to walk that back before that became a problem. Of course. Because that's what happens when you're a reactionary bitch. and it came to realization like, oh shit, I don't have anybody protecting my ass at Twitch anymore. I should probably walk that back now just in case it becomes a problem. Despite the fact that he's going to delete the VOD anyway, so essentially all the evidence is going to come up missing. Because most of these segments, ladies and gentlemen, most of them, are not recorded by Phil anyway. You're either Mr. Huff Stuff grabs it, or people go to Dark Dave Mirrors, or to, it's either Raw DSP or DSP Raw, one of the two, to capture that. Big ups to Dark Dave Mirrors on that one as well. If not, most of this stuff goes unrecorded. Or whoever's restreaming him at the time, I should say. Yikes. This is just like how Oh, what was that situation? He responded poorly to somebody. This was like 4 or 5 years ago, on a stream or whatever, and like it was somebody who was like, I guess I'm not sure if it was a multiplayer event or if it was just someone that he happened to be playing in a multiplayer game or whatever, and he made a big ass bitch fit or whatever, and then he went on Weekend Preview, which used to be his Sunday show, and had to walk that shit all the way the fuck back. Or he may have just made a video in general apologizing for it. Yeah, actually it was. Now that I think about it. I can't remember what the game was, though, that he was playing. But he did make it like a 20, 30-minute video explaining the whole situation, because that shit had made its rounds and whatnot, and people were coming down on him pretty hard over it. I can't remember exactly what the situation was, though. It wasn't... I want to say it was the Mortal Kombat issue that he had when the guy was asking him about why he put the chat in sub-only mode when Leanna sat there and antagonized everything, but it might have not have been that. I'll have to look that back up. But he used to do dumb shit like this before. The thing is he used to at least devote a video to it. But either which way, if he was justified in what he said, he wouldn't be trying to walk it back. So it's funny how, yet again, we have someone who has the privilege, one of the chosen few, you know what I'm saying? The lucky one, if you will, who's been given this honor to do what he does for a living. And he's miserable as fuck. Because guess what? People who are actually happy don't have to lash out at people. It doesn't make sense. And that whole nonsense about, oh, I have a good life, I have a good marriage, I have stuff going on in my life and whatnot that are positive, and so all these other people that are losers, then why are you up here ranting like a drunk, disgruntled employee? Why is that the thing? Why is that the case? And I don't even know why you're even trying to walk this back or apologize to these idiots, because you don't respect them anyway. So what's the point of all that? The world may never know.
Breaking the law and costing me money and time. It's a fucking major pain in the ass. So give me your money. I need that money to pay my WWE champions bills.
Now, yesterday, we did not hit the tips goal on the late stream of Immortals Phoenix Rising. I cried several hours because of this. No, I did not. However, that means today, all vests would be eligible. If we somehow double the tips goal, then I will put on 2 vests at once.
Wow.
So first of all, overnight, someone by the name of Jim Rayner sent me a couple of tips, which is very appreciated. So the first thing he says is, I'm glad you're finally playing Divinity Original Sin 2. Make sure to use all the free DLC. Awesome devs. I guess he's saying it's awesome that the devs gave free DLC. Play on classic mode the way he's... Oh, here we go again. Alright. I'm just going to say this up front. Whatever the default mode is I'm playing, I don't give a fuck. Alright? I just don't give a fuck. I don't care about your personal opinion of what your preferred mode is. I'm not playing on Insano Challenge mode, where you play it and all your characters have no pants on, and enemies run up with paddles and just slap their asses and balls constantly in pain while you're trying to play the game. No. I'm playing the default mode. I don't give a fuck. I'm not even going to entertain the notion...
He needs to just come out already. Because he's not hiding it well. You don't keep making references like this over and over and over again if that's not what you're into. It just doesn't... It is not computing. Whatever. Eventually. Sooner than later. Jesus Christ.
Someone is going to try to lay down ground rules for me on how it's a valid playthrough. It's a franchise I've never played. I don't know anything about it. I'm going in cold turkey. I'm playing it on default settings. If you don't like that, I don't care. Too bad.
Toxic toilet juice.
So don't sit here and tell me, you're not doing it right. You're supposed to do this. Oh my god, he didn't tweak his armor set with the offset of this and that. And he was supposed to do it on classic. He's not doing classic. It's
Look
not
how
even
angry he is. And this was a recommendation. The guy didn't tell him to do anything. And the guy had tipped you multiple times overnight. I mean, this is how you want to act? But yet again, he's the lucky one, though. Keep that in mind. He's the privileged. He's part of the privileged few. Even though that's not necessarily true, because he cries and complains about how he doesn't get the benefit from what he does the way other big and more successful, keyword, successful streamers and content creators get. Keep that in mind also. So we're sitting here reverting down to our most basic instinct of crying like a little bitch to a bunch of other little wheelchair bitches. That makes no sense at all. That's really sad. It's hilarious, but it's kind of sad though.
I don't care.
I don't care. So shut up. I don't
And
care.
yet these are the same, these are the same idiots, and I call them idiots because why the fuck would you give money to someone who blatantly doesn't value you, disrespects you at every stretch of the imagination, and at every opportunity that it can? Why would you keep throwing your money at him? What sense does that make? Why do you guys even show up to the streams, to be honest with you? Like, what's the point? Like, you can't sit there and say it's an us versus them type situation, which is what a lot of these cucks like doing. Because at the end of the day, you're being devalued at the with the very person that you're trying to defend. So if that person treats you like a cuck, then why are you mad because assholes like me call you cucks? That's exactly what you're acting like. Anybody who has has any iota of self-respect wouldn't let somebody else shit on them for their personal entertainment. They wouldn't do that. At the end of the day, he needs you more than you need him. This isn't hard to figure out. But see, that's the trick though. He sat there and convinced you guys that you guys are nothing without him. And you want to know who's the real idiot out of the situation? It's you guys. Not fucking Phil. Like, you know what I'm saying? Phil's a con man. He's a fucking cult leader. Of course I expect him to do that dumb shit. But those dumb shits who go over there every day and deal with that abuse, and then sit there and try to go on Twitter or try to go on Reddit and try to defend Phil and say he's not a bad person or he just had a bad time, sound like battered wives and shit, you should be ashamed of yourselves. You should be fucking ashamed of yourselves. Jesus Christ.
Now fuck off.
There you go. Enough is enough with this bullshit. I mean it. I just don't give a fuck anymore. So many people are like this, and then they try to say that when I play a game it's not valid. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I'll do what I want, and if you don't like it, I don't care. So, you already had the ability in the past to be civil about this stuff. People are not civil with me anymore. They're just dicks, so I just don't.
I'll do what I want. I'll do what I want. Like, what the fuck is that? Yet again, you're not a kid. You're 40. Or you're almost 40. Why are you talking like this? Why are you treating these people like this? And don't be wrong, I just went ahead on my fucking shit rant about that just a minute ago. But honestly, though, like, you're mad because you're not hitting the tips goal. You're mad because you got all these fake tips because none of the real, the real supporting cast, came out to give you any of that support. And you're clearly pissed off about it. Someone else decides to go ahead and tip you overnight, makes a recommendation. You're pissed off about this, and now you're going into this major bitch fit to the general audience that, hey, if you guys want to see this, I'm not giving it to you. Fuck you. You can get the fuck out if you want. And yet you're still going to be mad because you don't succeed hitting tip goals? The gymnastics amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Care. Alright? Now, Frog in a Party has cheered. It says classic mode is the default mode. Why do you have to be so nasty to Jim Raynor? I was not nasty to Jim Raynor. At all. I was matter of fact. There's a difference between matter of fact, honest, and kissing someone's ass. I guess what it is you're one of those special snowflakes. What you'd like me to do
You know what's funny?
is to kiss your butt.
It's not funny, actually, to be honest. But it's interesting. Because we just talked about battered wives, right? There are court cases that you can find online, obviously, where they have men who've beaten the living shit out their wives. Like they've shown pictures and shit of like guys just absolutely destroying these women's faces and whatnot, if not worse. And when they're in court, the judge says, right before the judge sentences them, he's like, he or she is like, do you feel any remorse for what you did to this woman who bared your children and that did all this? Like, what do you have to justify for beating these people up, beating these women up the way you did? And almost all of them universally is like, she's my property. I'll do what I want with that. They don't say it exactly like that. That's the way I like saying that shit. But that's not how they say it. They're like, that's my property. You know what I'm saying? She stepped out of line, she got disciplined. Pure and simple. And they're like, that's another human being, though. That's another person. If they didn't like it, they could leave. But they're not going to leave me. I'm the best that they had. And when you hear shit like this, right? And then you hear what Phil says, that shit isn't too fucking far off the mark. And that right there is kind of scary. Now, the thing is he's obviously not man enough to hit anybody. His FGC history proves that. But the psychological abuse, ladies and gentlemen, is very profound. And it's very, very pronounced. So please keep that in mind. You're talking about someone who is powerless in IRL, in the actual manifested physical world. So the only thing he can do is lash out at people in the digital world. He has nothing else. I want you to really think about that. But remember, he's lucky as it pertains to his career. He has a beautiful wife. He has a declawed son. Sorry, Jasper, it is what it is. And whatnot. He has a happy life. That's insane. That's insane. You essentially have... fuck, I'm going to be a dick. You essentially have a broken wife and you have a broken and disfigured cat. And that's a happy life? Why? Because you're supposed to be the example of normacy in this whole family unit? Really? Is that what it is? Do you look at them as just lower than you? Defenseless? Oh, where would you guys be if there wasn't me? Because that's kind of how he comes across. Something to think about.
Alright. Frog in a party hat, I'm so sorry. Here, listen, I'm going to play the mode you like because oh, I'm so sorry. Did I say something in the wrong way? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, there, you happy now? Okay. Elon Just Cheers, what's your favorite part about being a content creator? Is it the fact you create hundreds of hours of amazing gameplay for your fans every year? I would say, geez, I don't think there's one definitive thing that's the best. I would say, number one of the things that definitely I love is that people tell me every single day that what I do is meaningful to them. And especially for those who have kind of been around for a while, like, wow, I watch your stuff and it helps me unwind, helps me relax during a stressful day. When I'm not in a good mood, I come and I watch your stuff and it cheers me up. That makes me feel good that I'm not just some dickhead on the internet fucking around on stream all day, that I'm actually doing something meaningful to people. Whether or not I intend it or I design it that way, it just turns out that way. And that's a good thing. That what I do has meaning for a lot of people.
So you're telling me that your content isn't meant to be entertaining for people? Or a source of positivity in some way, shape, or form? He's the one who said that whether he intends it to or not, which clearly is stating that, hey, he may put shit out there just to put it out there. He doesn't give a fuck what people think about it. He puts shit out there and it may come across as negative. It may paint him in a bad light. He don't give a fuck. He wants to do what he wants. You've already heard that statement already. Take that in.
People. Okay? But also the fact that I get to hang out with you guys, have fun social interactions every day, and we have fun doing what my job is. Alright? There are other jobs that I used to do that I didn't have an iota of fun doing. Zero. It was just like torture all day. But hey, that's your job. You get paid for it, right? I actually have fun doing my job, which most people cannot say, and I'm grateful for that. So I'd say those are probably...
With that being said, and what Snorpernell has up there on screen currently, it actually falls into place because he doesn't get paid to do this. He gets paid to beg. He doesn't have a guaranteed contract with anything. He relies on crowdfunding and ad revenue. And that's essentially it. And I can say that as it pertains to the crowdfunding part of it because tips aren't guaranteed to him. You know what I'm saying? Bits aren't guaranteed to him. You know, subs aren't guaranteed to him anyway, either. He has to beg for those things. That's a daily occurrence. And then as for ad revenue on YouTube, it's YouTube. Anybody who has a qualified account can essentially have ads put on their video. So this is what his job consists of. And none of that is necessarily guaranteed, ladies and gentlemen. And if you guys have been around for a long period of time, you've heard him bitch and complain about YouTube ad revenue. So let's scratch that. Twitch ad revenue is debatable, essentially. And everything else he has to beg for. I mean, Jesus Christ, he has to beg for people to support the views on YouTube, on his YouTube channel, which is an archive channel, by the way. But he has to beg those people for support. He actually begs through the stream VODs that go up on YouTube to the YouTube audience for support to help support the streams and to support his way of life. Does that sound like making a living? I think making or creating something and begging are two separate things. But I could be wrong.
Two favorite parts of being a content creator.
I like how you're laughing too.
Well, it's funny.
Jacket Thug cheered. He said, have you ever been milked? That's disgusting. Why the fuck are you asking me that? Why would you even ask that on a stream? In fact, you know what? Fuck this guy. It's disgusting, and you're out of here. I don't even care. Goodbye.
After you travel.
Did people say anything bad about me in the last video that I wanted to address?
Yes, they said that you're a gay boy. That we're gonna make love to each other tonight.
People are saying now the tips aren't working. Well, I got tips earlier today, so I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. To my knowledge, nothing's wrong with Streamlabs. Let me refresh here and see if anything happened. Resuming where we just were, guys. Apologies, you know, obviously having technical difficulties and things that I can't control sucks ass. I have no idea why right now my Streamlabs tips page is not working. I have no clue what to say. We're gonna continue with some gameplay here. I was nearing a break, but I said, what the hell? I sent in a help log to Streamlabs to see what would happen. You know, anything right now. Like I said, I've gotten no notice from anyone that there's any issue. I don't think that is the case. I don't think there's actually an issue going on, at all. I think it's a situation where it's some kind of a technical difficulty with Streamlabs that's inexplicable. And I hopefully they'll look into it and fix it. Okay? Alright. So let's continue right now with gameplay.
That shit came back to bite his ass. Now, in our current timeline, I think he's still knocked off of Streamlabs. Don't hold me to that. And there was some type of issue with Stream Elements. Not sure. If he ends up getting forced to go to having people directly donate to him onto his straight to his PayPal, which he already does, by the way. People already do that. He's really, really fucked. Now, granted, lucky for Phil, he already has 2 PayPals, possibly 3. Here's the problem, though. His main PayPal account, or at least it's surmised, I should say, his main PayPal account at darksidephil@hotmail.com supposedly is where all of his checks go, i.e. YouTube and Twitch payments go, not just tips. I mean, that's where his actual paychecks go. If that shit goes down, he's fucked. Now, granted, he can obviously, well, he's going to have to move it over to the second account, which is at dspgaming@hotmail.com, I believe. I don't know why he's not using Google accounts for that, but whatever. Is going to have to go over there next. I would hope that that's his secondary account, just in case his first one goes down. And then the theory still stands, or it's still out there, I should say, that there's possibly a third PayPal account that we don't know nothing about. So yet again, let that all circulate. And in truth, we're not even really sure where his tips all go, because this is something that James the Lesser, Agent Proper, as well as Nick Rekieta and Noel kind of brought up too when Phil had to redact his bankruptcy papers, and he actually put on that second PayPal account and whatnot, because the first time he only put one there. It's possible that he has his tips go into one account, and then his actual Twitch paychecks and YouTube paychecks into another. So, just throwing that out there. But after a while, here's the reality of it. After a while, there's only so much time that Streamlabs is going to sit there and deal with the bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's obviously someone who has a high traffic, who has a high level or a high demographic of chargebacks or some type of shit, you know what I'm saying, that comes through through his payment methods. And even though they're going to collect his fees and so on and so forth, at the same time, that has to make them nervous, especially the volume that he probably gets, you know, daily, weekly, or monthly, that like, hey, this guy right here could become a legal case for us somewhere down the line. Let's cut our losses now before we get fucked. Proper fucked. Before the trolls get here. Type shit. So, under reasonable circumstances, I don't look at it as a bad thing. That's just a business move. You know what I'm saying? How many fucking mods has Phil cut when they don't come through with their daily tributes? So this is no different. Quick question, and like I said, I'll eventually go over this. For any of you who remember the Nick Rekieta and Noel stream that they did, it's about 3.5-4 hours going over Phil's filing for bankruptcy. Does anybody remember that small segment? There was a small segment when they were talking about how payments are processed, yeah, and how whether it's done through a credit card that goes directly into your account, or whether it goes through Streamlabs, or even Stream Elements, and it kind of sits there for a bit because you can't. I don't think there's a function, or there's an option, I should say, to change that function, right, on how the payments are processed, if you will. And Noel was like, so is it possible that DSP has there's a small wad of cash somewhere that he hasn't received yet, or he hasn't accessed yet, because he doesn't know about that function? And Nick Rekieta was like, yeah, it's possible. It's very, very possible. Here's my question: if within the boundaries of that scenario, if Streamlabs took his account down, if there was money still attached to that Phil hasn't received yet, do they just take that as well? Or did they eventually, funnel that to him? Just something to think about. Just trying to throw that out there. Because I know I've been wanting to go over that video for a while, or that stream, I should say. But that part stood out to me because I didn't know it works like that. But obviously I don't use any of that stuff, so of course not. But if it's possible that there's, a couple of $1,000s that's floating around somewhere, and Streamlabs immediately has cut him at the balls and is like, oh, we're not going to deal with you anymore, what happens to that money? If that is the case, of course. Something to think about.
There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. He's a mobile game addict. Still has a dog.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Him running the Streamlabs or the Stream Elements isn't a surprise either, because people have been telling him about that for a long time, and that was just going to be the backup plan. Whatever. He's no safer there either, by the way. Like I said, in the current timeline, he's having some problems with Stream Elements too. So it is what it is. But we'll wait and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take a small music break, and then we'll go into the third video of our broadcast. I will see you guys in just a second. Yay.
Disgusting.
Sound good?
All right, sounds good to me.
Now, I apologize wholeheartedly for the...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the third video that will make up our broadcast, brought to us by Snor Purnell, DSP. Let's see, rage quitting Fall Guys. I'll spray my face with water for $100. Oh wow, we're at the peak of desperation on this one. And Fall Guys nearly the wage quit. This was from February 24th of 2021. The link will be down in the description. Oh no. Okay, we are okay. Almost messed up very badly, but I'm a professional. I'm not a professional, but we're okay. Here we go.
Difficulties earlier today. I have no clue what happened with Streamlabs. I've been using Streamlabs consistently for over 3 years. All of a sudden, the damn thing stops working for tips. I don't know why. I don't know why the tips page still won't load right now.
Wait.
Everything else.
He said almost 3 years. He might be right. because he left Muggsy. He left Muggsy, and it must have been like late 2017, early or mid 2018. When was the last time he used Muggsy in a really grimy sort of way? Yeah, it had been like Christmas of 2017, I think, because a lot of people speculated, and that kind of still holds, that $1,000 tip from Santa Claus, it came from, well, it's fair to say that it came from Planet Jeff, but a lot of people, but Almighty Tevin, I should say, first off, had praise me, had said that in Muggsy you can actually fake a tip. You can do it in Streamlabs too. You can actually fake a tip to yourself. You don't do that, but you can. So people were starting to kind of go back and look and see, what's what, because it didn't come up for anybody at first either. Only Phil saw it. So anyway, semantics. But so I'd say probably probably early or mid 2018 is probably when he gave up on Muggsy and went to Streamlabs. But that's still not 3 years though. That's still not 3 years. But whatever.
Still works with Streamlabs. Cheers, subs, everything else. The only thing that doesn't work is tips. So I don't know what's going on with that. Obviously, I wanted to not have that negatively affect the Divinity stream, but it did. But we got something in place now to take over for it. We've got Stream Elements. So if you want to tip, you could still tip by typing ! Tip into the stream chat. We have the same goals as usual.
And I would appreciate your support. It's the final stream of the week, so I would appreciate your support.
But see, the funny thing is too, right, is so all the other functions of Streamlabs works except for the tipping aspect. So we run the Stream Elements. But did you hear him as he tried to describe the situation? He sounded like a fucking addict that was scared as hell that he wasn't going to catch his next fix before withdrawal started to set in. That's sad. That's really, really sad. He sounds like a fucking fiend. WWE champions must be a hell of a drug.
Tomorrow on my day off, when I actually have to go out and spend some decent money grocery shopping and getting plant supplies and the like. What the fuck? Oh, hi!
Stop begging and get a job.
Really, guys, I would appreciate some help with tips tonight. If you could, it would help out a lot. So please, if you can do. But thank you for the cheers, everyone, tonight. I appreciate that.
Shut the fuck up. Get a job.
Oh god, I fell on nothing. That's bullshit. Oh, come on, this fucking... What? Yo! I don't even know what happened. I actually have no idea what happened. I couldn't see because the camera was in my face. So I could never see the position where I was on the map. Dude, I'm done. There's no way I can win now. It's all melons, by the way. Look at this. It's all fucking watermelons.
All melons. Ugh, it's a shame that Catherine doesn't hear that. Anyway, does he not notice that the floor is actually moving? Because he made it sound like he just fell for no reason, but clearly the floor is moving. Whatever. Semantic.
And they're destroying everyone! Yo! Yeah, forget it. There's no way I can qualify. There's no way. Now there's many melons! Oh my god, that's a lot of melons! Yo, there's no way I can qualify. There's too many melons! There's too fucking many! No, go, go! No! They're gonna make it in front of me. Fucking shit. Yeah, dude, I tried so hard. I tried so hard, dude.
SP, get a job.
Yeah, there you go.
Buddy.
Some pineapple. Both together. What the fuck? Yo, this is nuts. There's no way. There's already so many people ahead of me. There's no way I can qualify. Why? Since the first time I got knocked off, there was no way to qualify. That's honestly, that's a really bad stage. If you get hit once, you're done. You can't actually win it at all. That's lame.
Basically, here's a whiny baby. Oh my god, he's drinking gin.
Oh my god, we were right there and got screwed when this guy went on the platform. That guy right there screwed us over. Nah, I'm not gonna qualify. I'm very close and I'm not gonna make it. Nope, there's 29, there's 30, and there's 31.
Dude!
Son of a bitch. And I only fell once. And in reality, it was nothing I did wrong. I was there on the end of the platform and everything, and... So, most people were right. I did not make it to the first stage. I didn't even make it to the third stage that time.
I really appreciate more help with tips tonight, guys. Only $10 so far. Please, if you can, please tip me. ESP, get a job.
Oh, 14 gone. Oh boy, we're getting down to the nitty gritty now. 3 people still gotta go.
Actually, I have to admit, I like when he gets trolled on this particular stage, because it's always somebody, a good Samaritan, if you will, who ends up getting him in what I feel like is a tie clinch, and then just pushes him off. It's hilarious. And like in Street Fighter, he doesn't know how to. I assume you can either wiggle out or break that hold, and he never does it for whatever reason. It's really, really strange. Like, he just. For someone who struggles as much as he does in real life, you would think in the virtual world you would try a little more, but he don't. It's life imitating art, imitating gout. Yikes.
Oh no! Oh!
No, actually, I guess I'm better. It's life imitating art infected by gout. That works better.
And Phil's the lol cow of the gaming community. Darkside Phil the lol cow.
Low cow, low cow. No! I needed more momentum. If I died, it wouldn't have worked. Oh my god, yo, it was so close.
Speaking of tips, it would be great if we could get some more, considering we only got $10 in tips right now, guys. And we're almost halfway into the stream. I really would like some help with tips if you could do it. If you like the stream right now, please consider contributing, okay? The hilarious part about morons who say stuff in the stream chat like, or you can get a job, which is what that guy just said and just got permanently banned. This job pays more than any job I've ever had in my entire life, including when I had a full-time office job for 5 years.
I'm getting away from this guy who's trying to breathe.
Going back to what we talked about earlier, about that 5 years at that helicopter company and how he only got his what's it called? God damn it, what's the name of that shit again? It doesn't matter. When he got his little certification and shit, and then they end up letting him go months later. It's hilarious how that all happened. I'm telling you, that shit's it's gonna eventually come out that was like a last ditch effort. That was like his final chance, if you will, before major layoffs came about. And he probably, actually, it may never come out because he may not have been privy to it. ACE certification. He may not even have been privy to that situation. That might have been their last chance to try to see if he was worth a damn. It didn't work, and then boom, he got booted. Mark my words. As the story continues to draw on, that's how it's starting to shape up. And that's why he's a fucking idiot. See, that strategy right there, I don't know why he thinks that works. If he was on a platform by himself or with only a few other people, then it would work. Going ahead and setting up traps like that. But doing it in such in a small space that's that has a high population is dumb. It's dumb as shit. And yet he still feels compelled to keep doing it. It's fucking retarded.
Wow. That was just terrible luck. I was in mid-air when the guy started breaking me. Well, that's that.
Yeah, I'm a gamer!
So FYI, guys, we are about halfway through tonight's Fall Guys stream. The top cheerer remains Toxic Tex with a 539-bit cheer. The top tipper is currently Apathetic God with a $10 tip for $25 in tips. So a quarter of the way. We raised $50. I'll put on the glasses. Remember, for $100, any vest but the platinum. I would appreciate more tips if we could get them tonight to help me out for tomorrow's day off. All right? All right.
Yes, taking the job.
Oh my god, here we go, moron. I have a job. It's much better than yours. Stupid.
Therefore, maybe top 5 wouldn't be as hard. You know what I mean? So I guess we'll see. Well, not a particularly great start. Oh no. Well, that's a no for this one. Oh wow. Oh my god, I can't even stand up. Wow, dude, I'm not gonna qualify. I didn't qualify. Nope. Oh my god. I couldn't even qualify. Well, the answer is no, I'm definitely not doing that. Because I didn't even qualify for the first goddamn match. So the answer is no. I did not qualify top 5. Most people voted yes. So no, and you all lost all your penny points.
I only eat penne. I want the penne.
Yo, it's glitched. Yeah, I see what's happening. They're not even near me, and the game's claiming they're grabbing me. They're not. They're nowhere near me. There's something up with the connection with those people. I don't think I'm gonna qualify. Only 31 people can qualify here, so likely I'm not gonna make it. It's not looking good. Oh my, wow. No, I'm done. I can't qualify. I'd have to get insanely lucky here, and I'm not getting insanely lucky. Nope. Nope. That's way harder. Now that they changed up those sticks that move back and forth, that's a way harder stage. So the answer is no, I did not make it to the 4th round.
I mean,
only
I
got
don't
the
know why
second.
he's even. Why does he sound so depressed about the situation, being that he always fantasized about having balls thrown into his face? Now he gets it, and this is how you act? That's a shame, Phil. That's a shame. You should be careful what you wish for. Just saying.
Oh my god, he's drinking gin. New Horizons cheers said, how come regular ironic fans like Westside Rascal can make jokes about WWE account, but you guys can't? I didn't say he could. I didn't know he was making jokes about any WWE account. You know, it's a fucking hater meme that they still have not given up after a year. It's not allowed to be bringing up. So if he's bringing that up, he's at fault. I didn't see it. I didn't see that.
There's no way that I can actually be top 10 in this because there is no top 10 in rollout. But if I fail this, then it's over. But if I survive this, then it just continues on. Oh no!
I love that shit. That's exactly what I was telling you guys about just a little while ago. I love that shit. That shit is hilarious. And the thing is, if you're gonna sit there like a stump and not do anything, someone's gonna come up and take advantage of the situation, and that's what happened. That shit is so funny. And he never tries to, he never tries to break the hold. He never does anything. He just lets it happen almost. And it's kind of like his weak reactions in Call of Duty, as we saw early on in this, where he's not, the brain, for whatever reason, is not able to process what's going on until it's too late. It's funny, and yet it's actually a bit concerning too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really fucking concerning. It's like, Jesus Christ, Phil, you're not thinking about what's going to happen to you in like 15, 20 years because you don't do anything to sharpen yourself physically or mentally. So if you don't do anything that's stimulating, let's say, is probably the better term. If you're not doing anything that's mentally or physically stimulating, you're going to lose out. You know what I'm saying? It's like a car that you haven't driven in a really, really long time. If you don't go out there every once in a while, start that bitch up, get the engine running or whatnot, eventually shit's going to go stagnant. And you're going to have problems, which is going to cost you even more money down the line. In Phil's case, when it comes to your health, if you don't keep up with yourself, bruh, it's going to be, you're going to have problems. You're going to have issues. And he's always been this way. Which goes back to maybe one of the reasons why he couldn't perform with Panda. Maybe he has underlying issues and it just don't work. It just doesn't work. Think about it.
Me.
Alright guys, about roughly a half an hour left. Maybe give or take a few more minutes left on the stream. Thank you to those who contributed so far. I would appreciate if we could get some more tips on the stream by the end of the stream. Would be great. We didn't even get halfway to the goal and get the Gunner glasses yet. So, give up. Go get a job. Go get a 9-to-5 job and give up.
Actually, no, there's only 16 of us. Never mind. It says 1 of 16 eliminated. This is going to be interesting. Can I win it? No! Oh, fuck! Never mind.
We're at $34 in tips, guys. I would appreciate it. We'll make a few more before the end of the stream. Maybe see the Gunner glasses. Unless there's some Hail Mary and we can hit the tips goal and see a vest tonight.
I thought he was successful. Yeah, that'll work perfectly. Yeah, look right at the camera, Phil. Look right down the barrel, if you don't mind. I thought he was successful, ladies and gentlemen. I thought he was successful. Does this look like the face of success to you guys? Is this what it is? Is this the pinnacle of the American businessman? Is Phil the face of it? Jesus Christ, there are homeless people who make more money than Phil. Or who can bring in more money on a daily basis than Phil, but, you know, they have addictions and other shit, so it gets sucked right up. which is ironic too, because you would think Phil would be a bit more sympathetic to people who have addictions, being that he has one himself. His family has struggled with it for a number of years. He should have a better understanding of it, but he don't. He only give a fuck about himself and no one else. And then he gets mad that no one else gives a fuck about him. And the few people who do are fucking idiots, and he don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? He would rather have the fucking sympathetic ear of a detractor more than anything else, which is weird, because if there was a detractor that he wanted to reach, or detractors I should say, that he'd want to reach out and talk to, he could. I can name at least 2 detractors off the top of my head, maybe 3, that Phil could reach out to right now and say, I want to do an interview and whatnot to get my side of the story out. And they would, I'm sure they would, all 3 of them would make it happen. I'm pretty confident I would actually, to be honest. Wow. But yet again, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take this all in. This whole shot right here is perfect. Hashtag hardcore begging season 2021 in the face of the American business in America. Dark Side Phil, DSP, Phil Burnell, Dark Side Karen, Dark Side Pill, Dark Geppetto. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you guys thought 2020 was bad? Well, 2021 is shaping up to be something, well, it's shaping up to be something.
Very likely at all, sadly, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for that. I know you guys like the vest so much, but I failed. I failed to motivate you guys to feel that I put out a good enough stream for you to qualify for support, and I'm sorry for that. It's my fault.
Wait, did you just say you failed to convince people that you put out a quality product that they could donate to? But that's not how it works being let's go with his analogy, with being a waiter or a waitress or some shit, or a server or whatever you want to call it. If they do a good job, then you feel the need to contribute to them, right? You feel the need to tip, I should say. It's not convincing them of anything. Does your nurse, not your nurse, sorry. Oh, your nurse would actually be a pretty good example, but that's a whole different story in itself. Does your waitress or waiter come up to you and give you their sob story on whatever and whatnot to motivate you to contribute, giving them a good tip? Is that a thing? Is that like the reality of the service industry? I don't think so. But see, by Phil equating himself to a waiter or a bartender or whatever the case may be, that means he's in the service industry, right? So really, you're kind of reliant on just the good graces of other people, right? With this like small hourly wage that would be attached to it. If you want to put it into perspective like that, then theoretically, ad revenue is his hourly wage, and all of this right here is just the generosity of other people. That doesn't make it a business, then, does it? That's further from it, or the furthest from it, I should say.
My God, this shocks me.
That's no kind of a job to do full time. You gotta get a job that's 9 to 5, that has a health plan, and does this and does that. And then on top of that, some people are like, why aren't you out there applying for jobs already, and why aren't you doing that? Alright, number one, you have no idea what I'm doing. You have absolutely no idea. I'm not on camera 24 hours a day. So, out of the 4 hours a day that I record, what am I doing the other 20 hours? You gotta think about that.
I play a game called
Whoa. Slow up, champ. Bring that back. I want this whole segment. 4 hours. This idiot was making, so back in Phil's heyday, when he was making upwards of $250,000 a year, he was only doing 4 hours worth of content. Do you see why he's so disgruntled now? That makes sense. That makes a whole lot of motherfucking sense now. He was making 6 figures working 4 hours a day. And if you want to go ahead and add to his little piggy pitter patter about, having to manage stuff on YouTube, let's say 6. Let's say 6. Now this idiot runs around boasting about how he works a 12-hour plus day. And has to do it on 2 different platforms. You can see why he's disgruntled. I want to hear this again.
Qualify for support, and I'm sorry for that. It's my fault. Oh my God, this shocks me.
That's no kind of a job to do full time. You gotta get a job that's 9 to 5, that has a health plan, and does this and does that. And then on top of that, some people are like, why aren't you out there applying for jobs already, and why aren't you doing that? Alright, Number one, you have no idea what I'm doing. You have absolutely no idea. I'm not on camera 24 hours a day. So, out of the 4 hours a day that I record, what am I doing the other 20 hours? You gotta think about that.
I play a
Probably
game
next to
called
nothing. But yet again, I gave you the 2 hours as just me being generous. But in actuality, though, you paid for healthcare for all those years and never really used it. He's admitted that. No 401k, no IRA, just no nest egg to speak of. No savings to speak of, because he lives from basically hoof to snout. Yeah, you're a fucking failure. You're a fucking failure, Phil. And don't be wrong, ladies and gentlemen, people start over, meaning starting over their lives at 40 all the time. Go through a bad divorce, or just go through a divorce in general. Change careers, decide to go back to school. This is not uncommon at all. But he doesn't have the motivation, the drive, or the resources to even do that. And by filing for bankruptcy, I don't think he could apply for student loans or anything. Actually, I know he can't, now I think about it. Oh, wow. And you really think he's going to go in? I mean, even though he would have to start off entry level anyway, his overall attitude is going to make him unpromotable, I think. It would definitely be temporary. Damn. That's grim when you really think about it.
WWE Champions, which of all things, if you can believe it, is a WWE game that plays like Candy Crush.
Number two, it's none of your business whether or not I'm applying for jobs, what I'm doing. But who are you to criticize me and tell me that I need to be doing this and that, and I need to have a 9-to-5 job? Let me tell you something. You have no right to criticize me, and again, people who are going to do that kind of negative shit, you're going to get blocked, because I don't have to put up with your shit. I don't know why people think that they have this ability to just, because they have freedom of speech, that they can just say nasty shit about people. It's not going to be tolerated on my pages, so go ahead and try. You're not going to be around for long.
He's done that his entire career, too. He set out purposely to do it. But when it happens to him, though, oh no. You know what I'm saying? Just because you have freedom of speech doesn't mean you can talk shit about me, but I can talk shit about other people because these dumb kids like it, and I'm getting paid tens of thousands of dollars to do so. Well, that's not hypocritical at all.
So, thanks a lot for your opinions. I don't need them, and if you're going to be nasty like that again, you're going to get blocked.
Getting tougher. Getting faster. Oh my god. No, he griefed me! He griefed me! He grabbed me and griefed me, fucker! You fucking ass...
Oh, he tried real hard to catch himself. He tried really hard to catch himself. That's hilarious. What's wrong, Phil? Let your gout flow. Let your anger flow. Oh, what a coward.
That pisses me off. I'm doing fine, guy grabs me, and fucking I can't jump, and now that's it. I fucking hate that shit.
There's the salt. The delicious salt. It's not American Gladiators. It's not Ninja Warrior. It's a fucking game for kids. You don't have to grieve, Jay. Okay? Very salty about this. I'm very salty. I only won one match tonight. I had a chance to win another one. I got fucked. Alright, so guys, probably 2 more matches left tonight. I'm thinking 2 more rounds, depending on how long I last here. Ladies and gentlemen, last roughly 15 to 20 minutes left on the stream. Could you contribute last minute? I would really appreciate it. I need help for tomorrow. If you contribute, I'll spray myself directly in the face with this water bottle. Okay, there you go.
Now, keep in mind, Phil's very much a sellout, so I'm not really surprised by that, because in the current timeline, what are we charging? Almost $300. Charging $300 for jeans? So, so this right here isn't too far off of the mark either which way, if one was to take that into consideration. If someone was dumb enough to actually donate it, I bet you it'd be part of the routine, or as Phil likes to call it, part of his repertoire. Well, what are you gonna do?
Okay, maybe not. Maybe I won't do that. Maybe that's pretty stupid. I won't do that. Alright, if we hit the tips goal tonight, I will spray myself directly in the face with this water bottle. Okay, there you go. We only hit the tips goal tonight. That's it. And you'll get a vest. Well, as you can see, guys, it was not motivation at all. I said I would spritz myself in the face, or like just go spray myself right in the face with water if I hit the tips goal, and not on no one's tip. So, doesn't work. No one cares. All right, let's continue.
You're needed at eight. You're a grown-ass man asking your audience of wheelchairs.
Oh my God! All right, here we go.
Fucking job.
Here we go.
You've been begging. You always got some sort of.
Blah 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 blah.
And you got this idiot who won't let me even fucking play. He keeps grabbing me. He's on my own team. He's grabbing me because he's a fucking idiot. What? Did you see that? Yo, I clipped twice into the propeller. Well, we lost. Yeah, we didn't make it. It doesn't help when your own teammate's fucking trolling you because he's a dumb fuck, you know? I don't know, like I said, you know, now it's 3 weeks. Did we see anything new tonight? Yes, we saw the snowball game. Oh my god! Did you see that? Yo, I got hit directly in the face. I got thrown right the fuck off. There's no chance. Oh my god, that was brutal. Anyway, the only new one we saw tonight
Okay,
was...
now, I'm pretty sure those are coconuts, but do they have kiwis in this? When I think about it? That'd be a nice change of pace. Get some green in there. St. Patty's Day is coming up, you know.
Snowball. And I'd say there's been some ups and downs. It's been pretty fun, but I can tell already some people are starting to get tired, thinking it's getting a little stale. I think it's still fun for now. I don't know how much longer I'll do it. Think about it. Oh, come on now! Dude, are you serious? I'm not gonna qualify now. Dude, are you fucking serious? How many pieces of fruit are gonna fucking hit me? Every piece of fruit. Every piece of fucking fruit has hit me in the fucking face. Every fucking piece of fruit!
He rage quit! He rage quit! Oh my god, he rage quit! Are you fucking serious?
Well, I'm sorry, guys. I guess the wager I did not make it to the 4th round. I'm very sorry about that. No, I did not. I'm very upset. Can't tell. I'm furious. Ninstar Rune cheered, and he said because contributions were not great tonight, does that mean it's the end of Fall Guys? Yes. In fact, right now I will live delete from my PlayStation 5 console. It did not live up to expectations, and I'm done with it for good. Okay. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't know. I keep asking you guys, and it's really ultimately up to you what you guys think. I mean, it's fun with the penny points wagering, for sure. I think if we weren't doing the penny point wagering, it wouldn't be nearly as good. But there's definitely other things we could do. Like, we could have done another Call of Duty session tonight, and I would have been okay with that. You know, like, Call of Duty is really fun. And the thing is, in Call of Duty, we're working towards stuff. I'm trying to unlock the sledgehammer right now, you know? So, it's really up to you guys. If you guys want to see this continue or not, or if you want to see other multiplayer stuff in its place, I'll leave it in your hands, alright? I'll leave it in your hands. Think about it for the week, and we'll determine by next Monday what we want to do.
There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Feel like...
Gouty jaw. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into the 4th video of our broadcast after a small music break. I'll see you guys in just a second. Gouty jaw. That's hilarious.
see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Sound good?
Alright, that's sounds good to me.
The good news is everything is back.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the fourth video that will make up our broadcast, brought to us by Snort Burnell, DSP. Let's see. First world problems with Karen Burnell. Tips needed to pay the tax guy. Oh, I can't wait to cut that up. And $311 in tips. This was published on February 24th of 2021. The link will be down in the description. Okay, let's hear the new tax lies, because I love those.
To normal. If you guys, want to support the stream via tipping, which I appreciate that, you can do it already. The link still works. Exclamation point tip brings up the link. It's just a different link now. And now I'm going to start putting that link into all of my description of all my YouTube videos. My one concern is there's going to be people who maybe don't contribute that often, but every once in a while they come by and they want to help out, especially people who maybe a YouTube viewer. And maybe they've bookmarked the tips page and it's the old page and it just won't work anymore, right? So, it is what it is. We'll move forward positively. And like I said, if I don't get an answer by Streamlabs by, say, this weekend about what happened and any kind of a resolution, I will likely swap over completely, stop using them, and start using Stream Elements to do everything. And it'll be
Actually,
a smooth
fair
transition.
point on Snort Burnell's part, which is still, believe it or not, for most people, it's not really well known, is that a lot of the big contributors, he does speak to behind the scenes, and so on and so forth. Especially the ones who haven't been exposed, if you will, or doxxed yet. And which is probably one of the safer methods for those people to contribute. They never get a shout out or anything, but I'm sure they probably get some type of personal recognition in some way, shape, or form by DSP behind the scenes, but you never really hear about them. And who knows who falls into that category. A lot of people think Planet Jeff still does that now, ever since he got outed. So something to think about. And then to only further reinforce that, well, you can't anymore, but Streamlabs used to have a leaderboard, a tips leaderboard, right? And that's when that $1,100 came out of nowhere, and the name was said on Tevin's stream because Tevin was the one who told everybody about it. But then after it disappeared, it is what it is. I wonder if Stream Elements has that same type of leaderboard. Something to think about, even though I'm way late and after the fact.
Because I don't think you guys really care about what service I'm using for pop-up messages. Maybe the text will look a little bit different or whatever, but for the most part, I think it's going to be fine. Okay?
I mean, couldn't you go into Stream Elements or Streamlabs and change the font anyway? Which is probably something you could have done. Have a different font for all the different pop-ups. I don't know, just to jazz it up. It's all about the little things.
Pretty draining and stressful. I'm actually physically sore today.
Now that I think about it, he could use the different Street Fighter fonts they have out there. Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, Alpha 3, Third Strike. He could use those fonts as part of his some of his pop-up messages. Just saying, it wouldn't hurt. I don't think. And it's something that he can identify with to some degree. Womp womp. Or just video game fonts in general, if you will. If you want to, give himself a larger pool to pull from.
The amount of shit that I had to do yesterday.
Yesterday, my day off was very, 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 how can I say, physical, active, strenuous stuff, alright? First of all, as usual, I had to go grocery shopping. And what I've noticed is, sadly, hate to say this, stores around here are getting a lot lax with the stuff that they're stocking in their service. It's very frustrating. Because, for example, if you have a few things that you really like, if you have a particular kind of breading that you like to use on everything that you bake, if you have a particular kind of thing that you like to put into various recipes, what I've found is that a lot of these places are kind of frustrating. They're not really stocking very well. Now, it can't be...
No, first off, you're being a fucking idiot, which shows how out of touch you are. As it pertains to grocery stores, if they can't get access to it, right? Or if there isn't a high demand for it, it won't be ordered. That's for anything, to be honest. That's for absolutely anything. And you got to think, it wasn't just the grocery stores that got hit during the pandemic. It's also the manufacturers, the people who produce the stuff. A lot of the different farmers out there, whether for produce, for dairy, and so on and so forth, took a bit of a hit. They took a bit of a blow, and so on and so forth. It's much bigger. The industry itself, I should say, is a lot larger than the store you go to and snort around angrily, right, to get your fucking microwavable dinners and take it home. It's just bigger than that. If you're something, and didn't Phil say when he makes his fucking Kool-Aid slop sauce, right? Doesn't he say he has to go to multiple stores to get all the ingredients he needs? If not, guess what? Substitute it with something else. I assume it tastes like shit either way, so who gives a fuck? To be honest. Matter of fact, didn't somebody actually replicate Phil's sauce? And they said it was just incredibly sweet, which, you know, that's why we call it Kool-Aid flavored fucking pasta sauce. But it was something along those lines, right? So, you know, we generally have an idea of what it is. I assume the ingredients can be intermingled, to be honest, because the sugar content cuts out any other flavoring anyway, so it doesn't even really matter. Putting a little bit of sugar in your sauce is something that is actually well known, believe it or not. But a cup of fucking sugar? Oh, I can't wait to go over that on the second channel. That's gonna be fun.
A year ago, where the pandemic just started and everyone rushed to stores and overbought, it seems to me like in the last year, a lot of stores just seem to have gotten lax with the way they do stuff. Maybe it's because of COVID. Maybe it's because, like I've been saying recently, in the light of all the events of the last year, a lot of stores have high crime rates, like high theft now, and who knows what's really happening. But half the time, I'm serious, this is not an exaggeration anymore. Half the time when I go grocery shopping, I just can't find what I need.
Christian to the dollar said, what is a Karen? Is this a detractor?
No, he can't find what he wants. And if that was something that has been expressed over the span of a year, is people learned how to do without. You find that people over the span of the last year are in a lot better shape. They're taking a lot better care of themselves. They have reached out to their friends and family. They're having a lot stronger connections with the people that are around them, and have stopped or whittled away some of the things that, excesses, if you will, that they used to use day to day that they don't necessarily need anymore. You find that it was in a report for Starbucks, because you know that's Northbuck's chief competitor, that there are less and less people that were going into, or that go into Starbucks on a daily basis, because more people are making their own coffee. More people are going through and finding other ways of making coffee, trying it in unique ways that they never did before. You know what I mean? Or diverging from coffee and going into cappuccino, espressos, things like that. I am a personal fan of cappuccino, of course. And then a lot of people just wing themselves off of coffee altogether. So there's, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just been a general shift, a general change in the mindset. And which is usually what happens when you're caught off guard in a situation like this. At the end of the day, if you don't need it, then, you know what I'm saying, then you disregard it. You know what I'm saying? The need is the ultimate monkey. And at the end of the day, to keep going day to day, especially with the way the economy got hit, sometimes you cut out the excesses, sorry. You know what I'm saying? If you don't need it, then you don't, you know what I'm saying? Then it is what it is. It's not about wants anymore, I think. But not for Phil, though. Mr. I'm broke, I can barely pay for cat food for Jasper. We're running around stores bitching and complaining about us not being able to get things that we want. There are plenty of substitutions out there that are probably better for him anyway, which should only, give him just cause to maybe change the Brunel family Kool-Aid and go to something else. Experiment a little more. Try something different now that certain things, in air quotes, isn't readily available to you. Oh, well, I guess that would be a mature adult thinking about a situation. Womp womp.
No, of course not. It's the stupid meme going on right now on social media that white people are entitled and they complain about things and they call them Karens. They only care about themselves and their own personal rights and shit. They don't care about anyone else.
I go there, I'm like, okay, I need this ingredient for this recipe that we like. It's gone. Well, what do you mean it's gone? They don't even have it. And sometimes it's common shit you would expect a store to have, like chicken thighs. We don't have them. What? You don't have chicken? Your grocery store, you don't have chicken thighs. Last week, They didn't have celery. Celery! An insanely common ingredient for how many different recipes? No celery in the entire store. So it's frustrating because sometimes what ends up happening is either I have to try to make a substitute that sucks or I have to go to another grocery store. And the past couple of weeks this has happened where there's like key ingredients missing and I gotta go somewhere else and waste tons of time to get an ingredient from another store because one store doesn't stock it. And it's a common thing. It's just very frustrating. So...
literally the definition of first world problems. How many of you go to multiple grocery stores to get stuff? How many of you actually go to one grocery store to get everything? I assume a few of you do. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you go to like a Costco, you know what I'm saying, or a Sam's or a BJ's if you have those around you or so on and so forth. Like that's kind of a little bit different and whatnot. But even then, as let's use Sam's and Costco for example, one may have something that I want, but another one might not. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of just jump back and forth. But I'm sure many of you hit different grocery stores in your general area to get different stuff. That's just part of the day-to-day. That's the whole point of going shopping in the first place. It's not that big of a deal unless you want to settle for something that you're not maybe familiar with or something that you don't like. And as far as I'm concerned, you're putting your hard-earned money down. You don't necessarily have to unless you're in a situation where you don't really have a choice. This is pure laziness for the sake of laziness, especially when Trader Joe's is 10 minutes is like literally across the street. I think from from where he lives, like from that little community or whatever, Trader Joe's or whatever that grocery store is called. And then where Catherine's job is at is less than 12 to 15 minutes away. And who knows how many other grocery stores are in between all that, leg slap. So what's the point? Like, what's the point? Like, you got this antisocial piece of shit who hates everybody, but expects everybody to do everything to make things convenient for himself. Imagine that.
I don't know what's going on with this. It's very odd. To me, anyway. You know, I don't know if it's a supply chain issue. I don't know what the deal is. Why is everyone saying Phil bro, Phil bro? Why? Because I like celery? This is just an observation I'm making. You know, it's just weird to me that the grocery stores aren't, like, a lot of stuff's missing from the shelves, and it's not because of hoarding, it's just weird, like, they're just not stocking well. Alright? So, first of all, it's frustrating because this is my day off, and here I am. You know, I'm supposed to be getting stuff done quickly so I can spend time with my family, and instead I'm at multiple grocery stores. Okay? Now, in addition, I've had to actually make a trip to the dump yesterday. We've had to make one for months. You know, we have a pet, Jasper, and, you know, he's got kitty litter that adds up, plus, you know, other things, and we just have a bunch of shit around the house that's we're trying to get rid of. We're cleaning out the house. We did a thorough amount of house cleaning over the holidays into January, and we had all this stuff kind of saved up, and we're like, we're ready, we gotta make a dump run. And we just haven't had a chance to do it, whether it was the colder weather, snow and stuff, but we just didn't have a chance to really do it. And now we're like, damn, we got all kinds of shit that we gotta throw out. And so finally, we basically yesterday sat down for about half an hour and bagged all this shit up, loaded up the car, and then I went to the dump and
Wait, I'm sorry. I missed something. Are these idiots literally hoarding fucking used kitty litter?
To really do it. And now we're like, damn, we got all kinds of shit.
Hold on, I'm sorry, I gotta go back one more time. I might have gone back a little too far, but bear with me.
Not the house. We did a thorough amount of house cleaning over the holidays into January, and we had all this stuff kind of saved up, and we're like, we're ready, we gotta make a dump run. And we just haven't had a chance to do it, whether it was the colder weather, snow and stuff, but we just didn't have a chance to really do it. And now we're like, damn, we got all kinds of shit that we gotta throw out. And so finally, we basically yesterday sat down for about half an hour and bagged all this shit up, loaded up the car, and then I went to the dump, and oh my god, that was a lot of shit. Like, the whole car was full. So I spent a lot of time just...
Wait. Okay, few issues. One, we know you haven't cleaned your office. They've been decorating it, sure, but we know that he hasn't cleaned his office. So that's kind of line number one. Two, you have all this stuff that needs to be thrown away, and you know it needs to be thrown away, but you haven't been able to throw it away because of weather or laziness. So it's just been sitting around. So the other day, you guys spent a half hour bagging all this shit up and putting it into the car, and it filled the car up, and it probably smelled the car up as well. But ladies and gentlemen, this idiot has like multiple garbage cans and or recycle cans in his garage. Any of you guys seen the house tour, you know what I'm talking about. And the trash picks up like once a week. So why the fuck are we hoarding trash when literally you could be throwing that shit away? And he has like the really large receptacles. You could probably fit like 3 or 4 garbage bags in that. And I assume that the garbage guys will pick all that up. And like I said, I'm pretty sure he can have 2 cans out there at once, or at least 1 recycle, 1 trash. So why the fuck are we living in squalor and then having to load everything up into that small ass car just to fucking, well, it's not really small, but you know what I mean. It's mid-size. And take it all to the dump. And then you go out once a week anyway. So why aren't you making a trash run and or putting trash out and making a dump run, sorry, once a week anyway? Why are you sitting there and letting that shit build up for months? Think about the logic. Oh my god, that house must smell horrible. Jesus Christ.
Shit. And it was annoying because, number one, because of COVID, even the garbage dump basically makes it so that you can't even have your car parked next to someone else at the dump. They spaced it out, so you have to wait. Really, it used to be like 10 to 12 people could be there at once. Now it's like 5 people, including if like a garbage truck from picking up in your neighborhood or around the area is dumping. So every time you go to the dump now, there's a big line.
It doesn't matter because before COVID, he barely went to the dump anyway. For example, when he fucking had Catherine clean out Panda's room to go ahead and get all that stuff dumped, even after Catherine came in and cleaned the whole room out, it still took them a few months to go ahead and get everything dumped. Let's talk about another thing. That fucking disgusting love seat that you see him sitting on. That shit's in the nook. They haven't taken that shit to the dump yet. And how long ago did he make that change that everybody tried to praise him for? And watch that shit fall flat. This idiot wasn't necessarily going to the dump on the regular. And I already gave you a reason why he still ain't doing it. If there's supposedly this large surplus of garbage. And that's what we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen. A large surplus of garbage. Which is interesting because for someone who can barely afford anything, why do we have so much trash?
I want to say that I'm a Karen in the stream chat now, even though no one will actually justify their statement.
And so I'm waiting, and there's a ton of people around who are dumping stuff right now. You know, and these aren't people like me filling up a little compact car with bags of trash. These are people with giant pickup trucks, huge giant rental like U-Hauls, full of stuff, and it takes them like half an hour to an hour to unload their stuff.
Well, like I said earlier, during the pandemic, people have really started to kind of change their focus on what they were doing. So he makes a great point. Why is it that someone who could probably fit all of that trash or divide that trash up between recycling and actual trash and put it out each and every week, why is he sitting there taking trips to the dump if he clearly doesn't have to? So why are we letting all this shit stockpile in our house? Why are we letting this large surplus of trash build up at our house when we don't need to? Mature adult, ladies and gentlemen. A mature adult.
So I'm just sitting here in my little compact car waiting. I'm like, oh my god, how long is this going to take? This is something that should take like 5 minutes. And by the way, before COVID, it did take 5 minutes. I've been to the dump before COVID happened. And this is something you get in there, dump, you're gone. Beyond with your day. Now it's like an endeavor. Like, Jesus, I got to sit here and wait like half an hour, 45 minutes to even pull into a spot. You know, and then I got to try to hurry up. In the middle of me unloading my car of this trash, oh, we've run out of space. We need to change the container that you're dumping into. And that took 15 minutes. A truck had to come pick up the container, drive it away, and then a new truck drove in with an empty container. And that was a 15-minute wait. So it's like, okay, this should have been like 5 minutes, and it was like an hour and a half.
Like, it's been tough. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. It has.
So I was pretty, tired after that. And then they're doing construction in my local area. Like, in order to get from the dump in my area to the local pet store where I go to get pet supplies for Jasper, you have to drive through downtown. Well, they have taken it upon themselves during COVID to completely destroy all the streets downtown and redo them all. I guess what they're doing is they're digging up pipes, they're digging up electrical lines. They're basically trying to redo all this when they realize that there's not a lot of traffic because of COVID. So, entire downtown area where I live is all detours, construction. Again, this is something where I should have gone through in like 5 minutes, and it took me like a half an hour. So, yesterday, for grocery shopping, going to the dump, and buying pet supplies for Jasper, in a normal world, this is something that would have been quick and easy, and likely I could have done all that stuff in an hour. It took upwards of 4 hours to do all that yesterday. On my day off when I was supposed to be, like, relaxing.
Wait, but he's never relaxing on his day off because he has all these errands to run with Catherine. So now the lie is starting to mutate as usual to, oh, well, we spend the whole day running around, to now, oh, I had to do this for 4 fucking hours and my whole day was blown. I should have been relaxing all day, but I had to do this for 4 fucking hours out of my day. What'd you do for the other 20? Take it all in. Take it all in.
And then I came home and, the other half of the day I hung out with Kat and Jasper. We had some good food. We actually ordered Indian food for the first time in like 6 to 8 months. Because we had Indian food last year delivery, but we hadn't had any since like August. So yeah, so it was really good.
In fact, on Tuesday when I go out with my wife, I'm going to spend your money. And I'm going to laugh when I'm doing it. I'm going to say, that was that asshole's money.
I don't want to do a really long plug segment today because I've already talked a lot. The pre-stream's already 45 minutes long. So, you guys know the deal. You guys know that my main source of income is your crowdfunding. Your cheers, your subs, gifting subs, tips, that's how I make my living. I need your help, especially I have to buy a game today. I have to buy Ghouls and Ghosts Resurrection for tomorrow, okay? Here's the deal. I'm going to be very honest with all of you, alright? I need your help right now with tips. Here's why. Right now.
Stop. Let's go ahead and set the record straight. He's always going to need your help with tips, subs, bits, always. He just told you that his living is made off of begging. Sorry. Crowdfunding, which is begging. Hashtag not sorry, hashtag don't at me. So, with that being said, this is going to be the reality for a DSP cult member for the rest of their fucking life. So let's just go ahead and deal with it. It's begging for the sake of begging, and it's never going to be anything more than that. Let's just go ahead and get that down packed. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Because crowdfunding, ladies and gentlemen, is kind of like supplemental income, if you will. It shouldn't be your main source of income. And that's exactly what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. Get it together.
Trying to raise the funds to pay my tax guy so he'll actually file my taxes this year. What?
Fuck you, you fucking greedy piece of shit. Go fuck yourself.
This happened last year too, and I completely forgot about this. He charges up front. My old tax guy never did that. Of course, my old tax guy did my taxes wrong for many years.
We lying again. We lying for a couple reasons. One, he's telling the truth about, he said that last year his tax guy did charge him up front. He said, now I quote, he said, last year my tax guy said, hey, he's gonna have to charge me up front because I'm filing for bankruptcy. Now, with that being said, he said he'll do Catherine's taxes for free, but I'm gonna have to pay him the $1,200 up front. And I don't have the $1,200. I need you guys to come through. Now, the year before that, the guy had him on a payment plan, $100 a month, each and every month for basically 12 months, until he comes around to the next tax cycle. He did that for like 2 years until the filing for bankruptcy, and that's when the dude asked for all the money up front. And that's weird because his own tax preparator, back in Connecticut, charged him about $1,200 too, and he paid that up front with no problem. So he's sitting there saying, "Oh, my old tax guy didn't do that." You're a liar. You used to say that you paid the guy up front to do your work, or to do the work for you. So what is all this? So what the fuck is all this? All right.
Fuck me over financially, so probably not something that I should be happy about. This tax guy charges me up front, and I need to pay him up front, and I forgot about that. These last couple of months have already been financially tight for me. And then this last month, as you guys know,
but supposedly the money for the vest streak was going to paying back taxes. and he was getting all of his information together to get to the tax guy and everything anyway. So how the fuck was that guy doing work for you pretty much all year round, and you didn't know that when tax season comes around that you had to pay him up front? Huh. Okay.
Talked about this a lot. I worked on my taxes. I did many times behind the scenes here on streams. Between the streams, I was working on tax stuff. So I submitted it all to him last week, thinking we're all good. And he's like, yeah, by the way, you have to pay me or I'm not going to do it. I'm like, oh, fuck. I totally forgot about this. All right? I would like to pay this guy as soon as humanly possible so he can file the taxes and we can get it done. All right? Problem is, I don't have the money for it. We're talking, I'm not kidding, about $1,000 I got to pay the guy.
Help!
So he can start this.
Actually, it's supposed to be $1,200. And on top of that, how the fuck did you come off of a financial windfall from the vest streak and you still don't have it? How the fuck did this dude make, I guess back in my current timeline, but it was really like 2 or 3 weeks before, I think, he had made something like $1,700 in like 4 days. And you don't have the money to pay this dude in taxes. What? Alright, whatever.
Start the work. And I don't have the money. I have some of the money. But if I spend it all now, I empty my bank account out again. We're back to square one where the hell we were last month. Remember how tight it was early on in February? And I was like, God, tip me and forgo all other contribution methods because it's so tight. See what I mean? Like, it's like back to square one again. Every month there's something that comes up. It's kind of taking all my money.
And I play a game called WWE Champions.
And now in addition to that...
Now, here's the problem, though, too. Because he had sat there and ran through the gauntlet of all the different things he needed money for and he needed you guys' support with. But clearly, he didn't have money put aside to pay his own taxes. Which is weird because he said that he's been putting money away to pay his taxes each and every quarter, but you didn't put the money away to pay the tax guy that prepares your taxes for you? What sense does this make? I mean, you guys already know it, but I call bullshit. All day. All fucking day. So now, what was the fucking... You know what? Once I'm caught up, I should say, I will try to remember this, or I will remind somebody here that's part of this whole situation, this whole newsroom thing, to remind me that I want to try to find, or not try to find, I think it's easy to find, I want to know what the events are, what the WWE Champion events are each and every fucking week that I do a broadcast. And as part of the normal shit, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, after I go through that, we'll have a small segment, at least this is how I'm imagining it, we'll have a small segment where we talk about what are the WWE Champion events for each one of those broadcasts coinciding with that day. And let's do that. Let me try to be somewhat informative in some way and see if we can try to figure some of this shit out. And maybe if we can correlate the events with the amount of money that he's desperate to raise, maybe we can figure out something a little more. Does that sound fun? Maybe? Hopefully one of you guys remind me. Now granted, I probably won't see this for days on end or whatnot, but I would very much appreciate it. Maybe that's what we should try to do. Maybe that would be cool. We can start that as a trend amongst the tractors. But big ups to BT 9494. What's that? TJ Gamebox. They keep up with all that stuff and whatnot. But if we go ahead and do the announcement for each and every event coinciding with the day that we're doing the broadcast, maybe that'll be a little bit more illuminating. It could work. Maybe.
I'm going to have less income coming up this next month, because guess what? Look at how the subs have dipped, right? So the subscriptions have dipped, as well as, all this going on behind the scenes. Things are very tight here. So if you want to help me out the most, please tip me. All right, I need the help with tips right now in the short term. I need to pay this tax guy and pay all my normal bills, and I don't want to have to wait. Imagine if I can't raise the money till like April, and now it's like last minute rushing to try to get the taxes done. That would not be good. So if you can support the streams, by all means, please do. That's how I make my living. And if you could tip me right now, that would be tremendous. Tipping is what I need right now to pay this guy.
Smash the tips button. Smash it. As hard as you can, as frequently as you can. Smash.
Previous years, around this time of year, I would always do special fundraising stream. Phil's doing a special marathon stream where he's trying to raise a bunch of money in a short period of time. I don't want to do that. I feel that because things are different, all right, I don't have to do that. that I can put out entertaining streams for you guys every day, and you guys like the streams and you'll just support because you like the streams, not because I'm doing some special crazy event. You know, I feel like I could just talk about this maybe a couple times a day so people are aware of what's going on, and if you want to support and help me, please do. I don't want to have to do
So that's
some crazy
begging.
marathon.
If you have to talk about it a couple of times a day, which is not really a couple, but a few times, more than a few times a day, that's begging. So how's things different? How are things different? He was begging for tax money last year too. That was one of the things he was using to prop up the vest goal or vest streak. So how is shit different?
Stream.
It's the laziest kind of content possible, and all it does is propagates toxicity. So, ultimate laziness. I'm very sedentary in my lifestyle. I don't move a lot. Being honest, I sit here on the couch streaming all day long most days.
I didn't even know you could be this lazy.
Okay? I would appreciate, again, guys, I need your help with tips right now in the short term because I need to basically raise as much money as I can to pay my tax guy so he'll do my taxes. So if you could tip me, please do. Right now, I have no tips on the stream today so far. So if you can, please do, and thank you.
You even bake for money.
I e-bag, right? You're constantly asking your
I mean, with that statement right there, we should elevate Catherine to the status of like an oracle. You know what I'm saying? Right up there with Panda, because she kind of predicted some of this silly shit too.
and your fans for contribution.
I guess instead of it being Delphi, the oracles of Delphi would be like, I mean, Snoutfi, Snortfi, Goutfi. I don't know. There's a lot of creative people out there. They'll come up with something that'll stick.
Zelda Cheering says, some streamers are getting dropped by PayPal. Due to the risk their business poses for PayPal, their money is being held hostage for 180 days. Well, I haven't heard anything about that. I'm curious to hear what streamers you're talking about. Are you talking about large-scale streamers who possibly get a ridiculous amount of chargebacks and stuff? The good news here for me, okay? I don't get that many chargebacks.
That's kind of
anymore.
sadistic if you think about it. I want you to really think about what his statement was. Here, I'm going to see if I can try to bring it back. But I want you to kind of think about his statement there. That, oh, I haven't heard anything about it. I don't know nothing about that. I'd be interested in knowing who those streamers are in particular. Now, there's a cover to this, a bit of foil, if you will. That, oh, well, are they political streamers? Are they people who lean heavily to one side or another, just like how Twitter goes after people like that? Is that the thing? Or is it just popular gameplay streamers that might be getting bumped off and giving him a chance to move up? That's not outside of the realm. Let's see where we're at with this.
180 days.
Here we go.
Well, I haven't heard anything about that. I'm curious to hear what streamers you're talking about. Are you talking about large-scale streamers who possibly get a ridiculous amount of chargebacks and stuff? The good news here for me, okay? I don't get that many chargebacks.
I almost didn't catch that. So he's also looking at streamers who get a lot of chargebacks. Wings would probably be up there, but Wings doesn't actually get as much chargebacks as DSP does. To be honest, when you really look at it, they're probably closer to being neck and neck more than one overtaking the other. But I think if anybody does have more, it's probably DSP. Certainly. Wings has been dealing with it probably much longer, but DSP probably has overshadowed him to some degree.
Thank God. I curtailed it. There was a lot of issue there for a 6-month period. It was constant. But now, whenever I get these tips that are very suspect, I refund them immediately. So I'm not getting the charge back afterward, you see? So I've stopped most of that. Okay?
But we know that's a lie, though, too, because we heard him bitching and complaining about fake tips, saying how that shit costs some money. But if you know it's a fake tip and you're refunding it back, theoretically that can't hurt you, right? Or maybe if you were blocking people who were tipping you from unverified accounts, that might negate some of that too, right? Oh, well, just because they're not verified, it might be still a real tip. I hope it's a real tip. Okay, so you're only continuing to fuck yourself over. Semantics.
Have some examples. Are these big streamers? Are these people making ridiculous money and then half that money is fake and gets refunded? You know what I mean? Like, I'd be curious to hear about that. But am I worried? No, not at this point. I'm not worried at all about it. I don't think I am so small time compared to any big streamer. Like, seriously, I am, pocket change compared to what big streamers are bringing in. So if you tell me big streamers got dropped, I'd be like, yeah, I definitely believe that. I would definitely believe that. Now, I was curious. I know I casually asked in the past, can I still use a parody of your likeness in the past with the name Daddy Italy for a video game I have? I think I have a winner idea. Only if I receive copious amounts of profit sharing from the sales of the game. That's the only way that Daddy Italy would be allowed in your game. I would have to get like maybe 70-80% of the profits of the sales. Then I would agree to that. Yes.
Give me the money.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back from break, and a hat has materialized on my head. Hello, everyone. Everyone basically wanted a hat because they were like, since tips are so generous today, will you put on a hat? Fine, who cares? So, there you go.
I mean, clearly people who asked for the hat care. But, you know, for Phil, he don't care, so it is what it is. Looking like a... Has Steven Seagal done any, like, Western movies? I don't think so. I think he tries to stick to the, like, special ops, Navy SEAL, like, good cop versus the world type shit. Oh, well. Actually, I just saw... I just recently... I didn't actually watch the movie. I just saw the cover for it as I was scrolling through the app. Of him in a movie with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I kind of want to watch it, but if I do, I'll let you guys know. If I do, I'll let you guys know.
Thank you guys for a great... Wow, all my vests are coming off by themselves. Thank you guys for a great stream. Alright? I really am... I'm very, very slowly learning the systems of this game. We're now about a little over 6 hours in, and it's going to be slow going for me to figure it out. But I'm going to keep at it. We're playing another stream this weekend. Another major stream, I think Sunday, is the next day I'm playing this as the full stream. So we'll continue on, see if we can get off this damned island. Which seems to be what they want you to do. That's the introduction segment of the game, to get off the island and keep going, right? So, alright, thank you guys, obviously, for the support. I don't know what happened today with the support. It was off the charts, but thank you very much for that. I needed the help, so thank you for that. And that's it for Divinity until next time, alright?
There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict.
This idiot can't really think this is going to go on forever. Even with 100 plus pig luck, or 100 plus points in luck, there's no way he can think he can do this forever. He really can't. Like, people are not, even if they're cucks, they're not this gullible. Eventually, people wake up. Eventually. All right, well, there you go on that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into the last music break, and then we'll go into our fifth and final video of the broadcast. So that's a thing. And I will see you guys in just a second. Yikes.
See right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Sound good?
Alright, that's... sounds good to me.
Two quick shout outs.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the fifth and final video to make up our broadcast, brought to us by Storm Purnell, DSP, Cherry Juiced... I'm sorry. Cherry Juice Waste on... Cherry Juice Waste on Call of Gouty, Mutilated Gout by Slow Reflexes. Yikes. This was published on February 26th of 2021. The link will be down in the description. Thank you very much to Storm Purnell for these great titles. It's hilarious. Alright, let's go.
Timbo Slice cheering, asking about what I said on pre-stream earlier. I'm not going to sit here and elaborate on it too long, but I guess he's asking, he's saying, what happened with Jasper's litter box stuff that I said I took to the dump? During the winter months, when Jasper has his litter box changed, we actually have one trash can that we store all that in, and we just keep it in there for a while, and then we save it up and we take it to the dump. Reason being, we have so little trash removal here, we have one medium-sized, not even large, but medium-sized can of trash that they remove every 2 weeks.
That's a lie.
2 weeks.
That has to be a lie. First off, that's a lie. That has to be a lie. And more importantly than that, I told you guys in the last broadcast actually about the how big his trash receptacles are and whatnot. That makes no sense that it would be a 2-week pickup for garbage. That just doesn't seem reasonable. Even if they are a green state, that just doesn't seem reasonable. It seems like laziness, to be honest, but who could say? I don't know. I do know, which I will stand by my previous point, that house must smell horrible. Or if not the house, the garage. And since the garage is right off of the, let's see, it's linked to the kitchen area, if I remember correctly, that smell has to seep in there. Jesus Christ, that's gross. And then, like I said, they go out shopping every Tuesday. Like, you couldn't drop that in. If you had a large amount of trash, obviously just take it to the dump yourself. But if not, you're telling me you can't toss that in, what did Tevin say once? Oh, Tevin said drop it off at like a Burger King, like, trash receptacle or some shit like that. Like, just something. It doesn't sound right. It really don't. I don't know why you would even lie about something so small like that. But, I mean, that's if in the rare occasion he may be telling the truth. But that seems extremely off base.
I want you to think about that. 2 weeks to save up one can of trash for, for us. That's not a lot.
You're a disgusting pig.
That guy's been camping there the whole time, I think. I don't think he's moved. That's the guy who killed me before. He's literally just sitting there in the corner like a little bitch, not moving. Fucking idiot, I'm gonna kill him. I couldn't see them anywhere, and then all of a sudden 2 of them appear in front. One on the side, one in the front, shooting me. Like, what the fuck? Where were you?
My brain's not what it used to be, guys. My Alzheimer's is kicking in. So, I'm getting old here. I can't remember things as well. So I apologize that I had a brain fart there.
That was a free fucking kill. That was literally a free kill. Like, you ran up on that dude, had him dead to rights, back turn, you know what I'm saying? Right between the 3rd and 4th rib, easy. And you still screwed that up? Oh, hurtful. Hurtful.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me! I didn't get credit for the stab, and then a grenade dropped and killed me. What? What the fuck was that? He just... Oh. What? Dude, what? What the fuck? I saw him, I went to stab, I was already dead. Like, what the fuck? How the hell did he react that fast?
I'll be honest, the older I get, the dumber I'm probably getting.
What? I stabbed him! That's complete bullshit. I stabbed, all of a sudden it shows 4 bullets come out of the fucking barrel of his gun at once, and they all hit me at once to insta-kill me. No, I was stabbing you, stupid.
Was 100% solved.
Oh no!
So guys, we're about halfway into this, or half hour into the stream. All right. Thank you to Toxic Tex, who's the current top cheerer with a 300-bit cheer, and absolutely no one tipped me at all today so far. Hopefully we can have that change. It would be nice to get some tips in here tonight. I really need tips right now. I'm trying to raise funds in order to pay my tax guy, so I can actually file my freaking taxes as soon as possible. So thank you to those who have supported.
That's not begging. That's business.
Huh? I was so far away from it, and it still killed me.
Like I said, I still find it a bit perplexing that this idiot's been working with his tax guy, allegedly, to work out all of his back taxes for an entire year. Like, he's told us multiple months about this stuff. And yet you forgot that you needed to have the money. Not only did he forget that he has to pay the guy in full up front, but you didn't even put any money aside to pay this guy. When prior to this year and last year, he used to pay the guy month by month anyway. And he says, oh, I have some of it, but I don't have all of it. And if I did have all of it right now, I would be completely broke. So even the money that you're sitting on wasn't meant to go to him. So what the fuck were you plan on doing? Like I said, it sounds like bullshit. It sounds like absolute total bullshit. But more to the Gouty cherry juice, shall we?
Complete horseshit. Are you serious? The knife showed in his body and nope, take it back, give him a kill. That's seriously, that's rollback. That's just as bad as rollback in a fighting game. I've stabbed him already, and they take the kill back. Like, are you fucking stupid? How do you fucking put rollback netcode in a fucking first-person shooter? Oh, come on, I was just about to kill the guy, I got blown up by the stupid plane. That's lame. Ooh, oh, shit, other side. Again, I'm right in front of him, I swing, the game chopped up, you saw that, right? The frame rate went from 60 down to about 10, then I'm dead. Well, I was swinging with the knife, why didn't it connect? Why did the game chop up during my swing? You know, it's fucking stupid.
Oh, you're getting salt, 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 salt. It's, oh, even now, again, my mouth overpowered with salt flavor.
Dude, there's nothing I can do. The game is lagging and choppy as fuck. The frame rate is all messed up and the game is delayed. Come on. That didn't make any sense at all. He was firing at the guy there. Somehow I absorbed every bullet and died instantly instead of the guy who he was aiming for.
You ran out in front of the guy, took the bullets. Like, you instead of you utilizing your teammate as a human meat shield, you chose to be the meat shield, and yet you're going to be upset about it. What you think was going to happen? He's so bad. Oh, thank God he didn't go into the military. Jesus Christ, thank God he did not go into the military.
Whatever you say. Completely invisible until the bullets hit me, then he's invisible. I hate that. He was not visible until I was getting shot, then his body was rendered by the game.
Am I blind?
Alright, I'm about to give up. This fucking match is absolutely terrible. It's fucking garbage. It's laggy as fuck. Again! I see him, I draw, I fire, I'm already dead before I can hit him. This is bullshit. Fuck this. Oh yeah, dude, that's the fourth time in a row. That's the fourth time in a row I see him, I aim my fire, I die instantly. The game won't let me kill anyone. We're full ahead. Securing A. I give up. There's no point in playing anymore. There's no point. I put the controller down.
He rage quit! He rage quit! Oh my God, he rage quit! Are you fucking serious?
It's the laggiest match of the night. It's so laggy I can't kill anything in it. I can't even kill the guy standing directly the fuck in front of me. The bullets don't register, so I give up.
Thank you guys who are supporting with cheers and subs. Well, very few tips tonight. It would be nice if we could get some more because we're about to head into the second half of the stream, just so everyone knows. This is basically the second half now.
Dude, did you see how laggy that was? Did you seriously see how laggy that was? The frame rate dipped into the single digits. I couldn't tell what was happening at all. I couldn't see anything around me because it was like a slideshow.
The king of lag. All of a sudden, lag.
Stupidity. This is the definition of fucking stupidity right now. It's the third straight match that's been this bad, so I think I'm gonna reload the game after this. Yeah, see, I can't do anything. It's so choppy, I can't play. I'm gonna quit out, I think, and start over. There's no point here. Yeah, fuck this.
Whoa, that guy quit. That guy rage quit. He said, fuck this, and he rage quit the game. He actually rage quit the game.
Nah, I'm gonna restart the game. That's bullshit. It's laggy as fuck. Every moment is choppy. Every moment is sub 60 frames. I never even had smooth 60 frames at all, so how am I supposed to react to anything?
No gunner glasses, nothing, guys. There's only $11 a tip tonight, alright? I'm here for about another 45 minutes. I'd really appreciate it if someone could tip to help out tonight. If not, it's okay, I guess. What can I do? I am
What do you
enjoying the
mean,
stream. I'm
it's
having...
okay, I guess. You got $311 early on top of whatever you got in subs and whatever else. So you have a really good start to, air quotes, pay your taxes. Theoretically, the day has been saved. Not only that, matter of fact, that entire day plus the first stream for the next day, it's already been taken care of. So what's he shooting for? Another $311? Come on, bro. All that to what? Pay a guy that, in actuality, you feel like you don't deserve to be paying for anyway because you're in this tax situation because you didn't know that you had to pay back taxes, back state and business occupation tax because your previous tax preparator didn't do their job because you were too lazy to do your own due diligence or pay them a little bit extra to have them do the research for the state of Washington to make sure that they had all their regulations and everything in order. Oh well, semantics.
Fun, I know you guys are too, but no, we have nothing going on right now because tips are basically non-existent tonight.
You know how rude it is to ask people about money? You should not ask about fucking money.
Lazy Dinosaur Gaming, you're an idiot. There's a difference between state taxes and federal taxes. You realize that, right? But of course you want to try to pull out my business and act like you know what you're talking about when you're just a dumb kid on the other side of the internet who doesn't fucking listen. You're a moron.
Haha, what? Isn't this the same idiot who ran from Connecticut to the state of Washington so he could try to avoid state taxes, only to run back into state and business occupation tax? Do you feel better now, Phil? You went from one state where you were just paying a state tax to another state where you have to pay where you're paying a state and business occupation tax. It is one tax, but they just went ahead and added an extra bit to the title. Do you feel better now? Do you feel fucking smart? That's 4,000 IQ right there, ladies and gentlemen. You guys didn't know that A certification meant something. Just in case you guys weren't aware.
To the state and the federal. What's the taxes? If you're 8 years old, you shouldn't fucking be asking people about taxes and adult things on the stream. You're wasting your time. And Super Back at still the top tipper with that $8.50 tip. We're only $11 in tips tonight, which is very unfortunate.
I made money off of my friend because it was a monetized video. Because it was a monetized video, for some reason I'm the fucking devil because I made money on a dead friend.
Which you did. You did it twice, actually. Because he did it on T. Carter and he did it on Scott. I can't pronounce Scott's last name. But so you ain't sat there and did that to two friends. I assume if John or Howard passed away, you'd do the same. Does anybody have any objections to that particular statement? Don't worry, I'll wait.
What the f- Halftime. Dude, my team quit. Alright, fuck this.
Oh, rage quit. We got a rage quit, baby. And he quit. Like the bitch he is. Rage quit.
My team quit. There's no point in playing. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's time to quit that.
Alright, guys, well, thank you to those who did support the stream tonight. Unfortunately, we had so few tips out of nowhere. Every single Call of Duty stream's been doing good. Tonight, all of a sudden, we get, no tips. I don't get it. But, there's nothing I can do about it. Also, by the way, I got a fake tip that cost me money, which sucks ass, because it basically negated most of the positive tipping tonight. It's life, I guess.
Wow. I got killed because of a fucking idiot in front of me. Well, I guess I'm gonna give up. I can't get it tonight. I tried so hard, I just can't get any fucking knife kills now. Yeah, I can't get any fucking knife kills at all, as hard as I'm trying. What the fuck? Yo, this is just absolutely ridiculous. It won't give me any, it won't register them. I'm getting them and the game will not give them to me. I killed I'm ready defeat. Defeat.
There's the salt. The delicious salt.
Yeah, I'm shocked that tonight, I'm shocked that tonight, so little support with tips. We got a good amount of cheers tonight, by the way. But so little support and tips. But earlier today for fucking, Divinity, we got a ton. Figure that one out. I thought for sure Divinity, was gonna be a dud and people weren't gonna like it. But so far, so good. People seem to like it and are tuning in. I hope that will continue. I'm playing it again on Sunday.
Think about this. He turned around for the maximum speed and was able to fire on me before I could stab him. What? Just by turning around, he should have been delayed and shouldn't have been able to aim and fire. I should have been able to stab him in the face.
Why should he be delayed to turn around? Just turning around. Like, if that's the case, doesn't that make every statement you've made about trying to stab somebody invalid? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, you should be delayed doing an action. Like, doing a motion. Right? Especially since this idiot right here hasn't adjusted his sensitivity, I'm sure. So then what? Why the fuck do you think the quickscope community is as fucking ridiculously vicious as that shit is? Oh, what an idiot.
Oh my god, he's drinking human milk.
At the last minute here, I actually did get a tip from Doom805, a $20 tip. They said, love the content, keep up the good work. Thank you to Doom. Incidentally, you're the top tipper of the night. Incidentally, you are the top tipper of the night. Because, oh yeah, we had almost no tippers here. Just sucks that the tips were so low. I don't
Tips
know
aren't mandatory, idiot, so why would you say incidentally when in actuality you should be grateful for it? Look at him, too. I want you to see look at his poor little face. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the face of poverty in the United States, just in case you guys didn't know. You know, this successful businessman that we saw, you know, 1 or 2 videos back has now become the face of poverty in the digital landscape. On these Galtopian digital streets, this is what it's like, what it looks like. This is what the hungry, the misfortunate, the unfortunate look like. Take it all in, ladies and gentlemen. But he's a successful businessman, though, when he wants to be. But every time else, that's it. This, honestly, right here, ladies and gentlemen, let me continue to be an asshole about it. This right here is the face of addiction in Galtopia. This is what happens, right? When you're thirsting after fucking Hulk Hogan's dick, or whatever other fucking, whatever other digital fucking WWE champion superstar that's about to come out in the next event that you really need, and you don't have the money for it. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when keeping it Phil goes wrong.
There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. That I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.
Well, that's a thing. That is a thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me a second to straighten up. We will meet. We will reconvene for what do I call it? The breakdown or the rundown? One of the two. We'll reconvene for the breakdown, the rundown, also known as final thoughts, and I will let you guys go and whatnot. And then there'll be one more broadcast after this, and February is in the books, so that's a thing. Also, oh, I'm not actually supposed to announce that yet. That's in the next broadcast. All right, never mind, guys. Don't worry about that. Anyway, I'll see you guys literally in just a second. I'm so cheerful. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the breakdown / rundown / final thoughts, and let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and clean this up. Gout stabbed, squashed, blown up, and drilled in Call of Gouty, which is what we've seen actually quite a bit of that during this broadcast. Was absolutely hilarious. He literally can't see. I'm sorry. Even if he tried, even if he really went out of his way to try to actually do better, he can't. He's got way too many excuses and he can't see. I've shown you a little bit of proof, I think, to kind of substantiate that, but he just It's not. It's just not a thing. The whole situation with the pajamas, whatever. It is what it is. There's a bunch of funny memes about that on QE Farms if you want to look. But it is what it is. If you want to sit around in that shit all day, go ahead. It is what it is. But that jeans for $300 meme, that's make of that what you will. In fact, people are stupid enough to actually contribute to it. It blows my mind. Anyway, toxic rant about fake tips. His own fault. If he was really putting up the safeguards that he says he was, then he wouldn't do it. And it's funny that this idiot allegedly has lost so many chargebacks, and yet he hasn't blocked people from tipping him. He hasn't any unverified tip. He doesn't just go ahead and refund that shit back. It's insane to me. But at the same time, though, too, if you have a verified account, this idiot can see your information. He could probably see your information before that, to be honest. So just don't do it. Just don't troll tip him. It's not worth it. He's more dependent on this than ever. You know what I'm saying? Myself, I said that a couple of years ago, that he's going to start becoming dependent on it, and look what ended up happening. So it is what it is. It's not worth doing, but at the end of the day, it's your money. Do what you got to do, what you want to do with it. But Jesus Christ, don't do that. Don't do that. Being banned from Streamlabs. I mean, I guess it was going to happen sooner than later. And then running to Stream Elements. Let's see what happens with that nonsense. Like I said, in my current timeline, he's in a little bit of trouble with that, but we'll see how that progresses. If he ends up going directly to tipping him through PayPal, he's fucked. At least that PayPal account's gonna be fucked, I should say. Rage quitting Fall Guys. I'll spray myself in the face. Well, rage quitting Fall Guys is whatever. Like I said, it's too colorful. It's too engaging. He actually seems to enjoy it to some degree. So I don't think he's going to give it up just yet. He'll just keep threatening it. All just phantom snorts. They're empty snorts. There's no real value to it. Like, being threatened by Darkside Phil is just the weakest of the weak. There's nothing to worry about. I'll spray myself in the face for $100. That's clown shit. What would you expect? Fall Guy was nearly wage quitted. Yet again, false threats. No big deal. First world problems, with Karen Burnell. Yet again, it's the same dumb shit that he said during the beginning of the pandemic, ladies and gentlemen. When he sat there and was in the grocery store, he watched this woman, he said this, he watched this woman put 11 jars of sauce in her, pasta sauce, in her cart. And he got mad about it. Now, why the fuck would you be mad about some dumb shit like that, ladies and gentlemen, when you make your own family recipe fucking pasta sauce like 3 times a year, and then you freeze the excess so you have it for X amount of time? Why would you care about, store-bought pasta sauce? Who gives a shit? But he sat there and complained about that during the beginning of the pandemic. So am I surprised he's still bitching and complaining about some dumb shit? Not really. Still pathetic either which way. Let's see here. Tips needed to pay the tax guy. I don't believe that. There's something really, really shitty about that nonsense. As I said, a couple of years ago, he was on a payment plan because he allegedly told the guy he couldn't pay him all up front. So the guy's like, fine, I'll take $100 a month each and every month until you pay off your $1,200 to me. And then last year, or the year he filed for bankruptcy, I should say, which would have been last year, the guy said, I need you to pay me up front this time around, but I'll do Catherine's taxes for free. So make of that what you will. Now he's saying that he has to pay it all back up front again, which, how did you not know that when allegedly you were in constant contact with your tax guy throughout this whole bankruptcy? Wow. And let's see, $311 in tips. Apparently that didn't mean jack shit. Apparently that had no real value at all, to be honest. Just because he made $311 in the first stream doesn't mean anything, guys. That doesn't hold any value, you guys. You guys need to be performing to the best of your ability every stream. So if you guys can hit $311 in the first stream, I expect at least $300 in the second stream. Pig Roach logic. And for the last video, cherry juice wasted in Call of Gouty, hilarious. And mutilated gout by slow reflexes. Yet again, your body's a machine. It's a temple. It's however you want to describe it. And if you don't take care of it, then it won't take care of you. End of story. And so, in a lot of ways, to be honest with you, he is starting, not even starting, he's there already. He's right where Wings of Redemption is at. In the fact that Wings is at this point in his life where he realizes he can't perform. as it pertains to video games. He doesn't have the reflexes and or reactions to be able to compete at a high level, let alone maybe even a casual level, so to speak. So now he's wrestling with it. He's trying to adjust to it. Call of Duty is what brings in the numbers, but he can't perform. He can't react. Same thing with Rainbow Six. He can sit there and give you all the strategy you want, or he wants, as it pertains to how the game needs to be played. He keeps shitting on his teammates and all that, but he can't perform either. So some of the very tactics that he's trying to put out, he can't implement. He doesn't have it. So all the strategy in the world means jack shit if tactically you can't perform it. It doesn't make any sense at all. And also, having a good strategy is great, but is that strategy flexible? You know what I'm saying? Can it be adjusted? Can you adapt it to different situations? Wings has shown that can't happen. With that being said, Wings wants to play more single player games because that's more his speed, but it doesn't bring in the numbers. But he's admitted that, you know what, my time is come and gone with that. I can't compete at that level. And he's still wrestling with it, but he admits it. DSP don't care. He don't care. He would rather just go ahead and go down in a blaze of his own pig fat and whatnot and grease and just deal with the consequences as they come about. He thinks that he has such an interesting personality that it'll carry the day no matter what the game is. Really, it's his stupidity and whatnot is what really carries the day until he runs out of that. And once he starts faking doing dumb shit, then people will be able to see right through it. So it is what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening in. I very much appreciate it. And I will see you guys for the next broadcast, which will be the last one for February. And then I will be on hiatus for about a week. No, actually. Oh, that would come out on a Monday. That would come out on a Monday. But I think I have a video lined up for you guys, though. So, I mean, realistically, I'll be gone for like 10 or 11 days and whatnot. But there are some people still here, though, that will actually put any content that I have ready out for you guys. But I'll see you guys in like 10 days or some shit. I mean, at the time that you're listening to this, I'm already on hiatus. So, it is what it is. I've already started my my game. So, actually, I'll be gone for like 12 days or some shit. And the point is, you know what I'm saying? There should be... Hopefully, there's a few things that I can do before I end up bowing out. But if not, you should get at least 1 or 2 videos from us unless something comes up. And then we'll adjust as soon as we need to. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening in. I very much appreciate it. And I'll see you guys for the next one, whenever that may be. Hopefully sooner than later. This is the Snort Report. This is DSP News. Always late, never breaking, unreliable coverage that you can't count on. Oh, yes. A GTG Network and Productions. For Hard Snorts, Gin and Tonic. I've been your host, /anchor GTG, and I'm signing off. Take care of yourselves, guys. I'll see you guys in like 11 or 12 days or so. Something like that. Take it easy, people.